welcome back to Just About Anything. It's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know. It's been some time.
It's been a minute.
It's been quite a minute. Both trying to get you on and making a video at all or streaming at all.
I'm flaky as fuck.
I mean, I'm also pretty bad too. I think there was one time where we had one day and then I messaged you and was like, nah, I can't do it today.
Yeah,
I think it was the time right before this
yeah,
one.
Yeah. You messaged me and you were like, I can't do it today. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Because like, I really just like flipped the blanket back over myself. It was literally like 3 PM and I was like going back to sleep.
I think, I'm trying to remember was it a Wednesday as well?
I think so.
Okay. It was definitely me just like, I was like, I haven't set anything up. I also want to play Magic. Oh man, I'm gonna go play Magic.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you need those U days.
I've been having too many U days. That's the problem. But
treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
I want to shout out your channel first right off the bat though. Happy Boy Justice, BOI. Check this man out. Just put up a hilarious video.
I mean, it's not like
it's pretty funny.
So like if you are like easy to be offended, just don't watch my channel. Like, I mean,
just don't watch.
Realistic, I would love to have you there, but I'm not trying to say sorry every video. You know, like I say stuff, I don't mean it. It's just supposed to be funny.
I think I do that too. So like, I don't think you're gonna find anybody here that like will come to your channel and be like, oh, I can't believe
he said gay.
Yeah,
how dare he? Like that. I hope not. I hope y'all have chill.
I gotta show you this video game review channel called Ranton. Have you heard of that?
Nah, never.
So it's wild. Like it's this dude he's an Asian guy from China. Mm-hmm. Well, he's Chinese. Obviously spent time in like a Shaolin temple, like trained as Shaolin.
Oh wait, no, you told me about this. Yeah.
But he lives in Germany. He speaks fluent German.
He speaks like 5
French.
languages.
Yeah. Like it's just a wild. But like that dude is so offensive, but it's so funny. Like
I mean, like you can't get mad at him because he speaks 5 languages.
Yeah, it's every time he's. It's tough because I was about to say something that he said, and I'm like, I don't think I can say that on YouTube. Yeah. But he does, and his shit's monetized. And I don't know.
He's got like 1 million views, but if I say die at the first minute of my, it's like you got demonetized. God forbid I use a Nintendo song. Nintendo's literally knocking on my door.
Nintendo does not fuck around. Yeah. Do you still get monetization on your videos?
Well, I don't because I'm at 60 subscribers.
Right, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm like 70.
You do get an estimate. I made a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
do you use
we go hard grinding every day.
Do you use what's it called? YouTube TubeBuddy? The little extension?
Nah.
You got to do that, man.
What's YouTube Buddy?
It's just called TubeBuddy.
TubeBuddy?
TubeBuddy. It's
I don't want that on my desktop.
I mean, I'll help you out. Bad. Little girl comes in the bottom right. You
little girl.
Yeah. Little girl, huh? All right.
I'm in.
Chris. Yeah, come here.
He comes from behind the show. I'm like,
you just get up and leave.
Oh no, Chris! This is awful.
Shit. Oh, but no, it's like an extension for Chrome that like it shows you it for everyone's channel. So it'll show you like.
I don't want to know how I square up with like.
I don't like the thing is I try my best not to compare myself to other channels, especially not the bigger channels because I'm like, well, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But then sometimes you find some motherfuckers that have like 1,000 views, and then you see like how much they made, and you're just like, how the fuck?
How'd you do that?
Like I don't know.
Yo, like, I think we should just give a little shout out to all those people who just make like how to do this basic thing videos. Like those people help me out so much, like how to fix your washing machine. Yeah. And they don't
have 1 million views.
Yeah, they have 1 million views, but like 5 subscribers. Yeah. And like shout out to you, man. Cause like I understand you doing that from a good place. It's not to make money.
The thing is weird is like on those videos especially, they don't have monetization options because YouTube hasn't given them to them yet. But their ads still run on those videos. Yeah. Because YouTube still wants to make money. Absolutely. So it's just like free money for them. I'm like, well,
that's fucked up.
Like, so you telling me just because I don't have enough people that are subscribed to me, you're not gonna give me any of that?
Just because people ain't following me, but like 6 million people watch this how to fix my dryer video. I'm tired of fixing my dryer. YouTube, give me some money so I can get a new dryer.
Oh man, I try to remember the last one of those things I ever watched. I think it was trying to fix my shower, but I didn't know where.
Joe, what's going wrong? What's wrong with the shower?
Nothing's wrong with it now, but like there was a point where I thought that the water pressure was super low, and I was like, oh man, this is an apartment. I don't know where the water shut off valve or whatever is. So I look up this video, and the dude does it. I looked up like 4 or 5 videos. No one told me where the valve was, which granted is different in every place, but like no one even mentioned. They were just like, you see this knob? Turn it off. And then they went straight to like the repair. I was like, where is that knob? Like, what is it supposed to look like? How am I supposed to know?
But
like,
Joe, what did you want them to do? End up in your house? Like,
nah,
you see this knob? It's right.
What I was looking for was somebody to just be like, hey, if you live in an apartment, it's probably here, or it looks like this, like that. Anything like that. And I was just like, all right, I guess I'm not fixing this. Let me call the plumber. Dude's like, it's right here. I'm like, cool.
Great. And it was somewhere. It was somewhere like
it's literally right there. Like,
I hate when things like that happen. You're just like, yo, like where is this in my house? Like the other day, like my shed, it stopped getting electricity because like a hornet nest built like right on top of the box.
Fuck?
I had to fight like 40 hornets. It was like it was like a Dark Souls boss. Man. Like I opened the little box where they like the breaker. I opened the breaker, right? I pop it open and it's just a hornet's nest, and then an HP bar comes up, and it's just like I was just like, oh no!
All right.
And then my immediate reaction, because I forgot that there's an outlet behind there and it's all electrical, was to take the hose and shoot it at them, which didn't go well.
That's probably a bad idea.
Nah, it was a big misplay. Yeah. But honestly, I didn't get stung.
You probably didn't get shocked either, because I guess the hose is rubber, but. Yeah,
we out here. Yeah, I mean that was a big boss move, man.
Damn.
But yeah, I hate that. So I look up like, hey, where is it typically like that for a house? Like, where is the shed's electricity? And they're like, sometimes the shed's electricity, like the boxes on the shed. And I'm like, where is it? And then like I go to the door and I look next to it, and like I swear to God, this box never existed prior to me watching that video. But then after that, it's camouflage. Just like one with like a fucking like the triangle with the electricity.
You're just like,
I'm like, when the fuck? When did this happen? And then when did the Hornets have time to build a fortress in there?
They were like just covered it up with a sheet, and I was like, all right, well, who knows what it is.
Yeah, they just had like a the same background as the wallpaper from my shed camo, like on top of it. And after I watched the video, they were like, the jig is up. It's time for war. And they just took it off. Like,
I don't know. I guess like you walk by it so often that like you just don't.
You overlook it.
Yeah. But like with probably the same thing for you. You've walked by that thing for years. So it's like at a certain point, you just kind of go, all right, well, that's just the wall.
Yeah. Like what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I do have a question as far as like YouTube goes and like making videos. So how long did you stop making videos for?
Oh, bro, like, because I can tell you can tell when I started working at our job. So when I stopped making videos, and it was instantaneous.
Is the moment?
It was like, I have a job. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And then like, so like the weird thing is that I have 61 subscribers. I know who 3 of them are. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the rest of them are. But
well, that's kind of a good thing, though. Yeah,
that's good. It means that there's people, but also it could just be my friend 61 times.
That's true.
And then if it is, thank you. Y'all ride or die.
I tell you what, you have like on the most recent video you post. I think you have way more engagement than I do, because you immediately had like 3 comments or something like that.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen for me, man. Like that. Like I'll post a video and get like 30 something views, 60 something views. Nobody says anything, which is fine. Also, my videos are a lot longer, so like, I feel you. That's probably why.
Yeah, I mean, there's when you're not. I don't want to say this because it sounds like I'm lazy, but like when you're not making revenue off of it, like there's really no reason to hit the 10-minute mark on a video.
Right.
Because like your viewership typically isn't going to be like, if you're just starting out, most of like, let's be real, most of the people who follow you, which is fine, are like friends and family. Right. And like, as much as they love you, they're not trying to sit through 35 minutes of you talking, and they're gonna be like, ha ha. But like, if it's
it.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I have 6 views on that video. It's probably more now.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's definitely more when I watched it.
Yeah, it's probably more now. But when I had 6 views, I can tell, like, just by looking at it, I can tell when my cousin clicked off the video. Like,
you can look at the metrics, and it shows like average watch time. You make a video of like 12 minutes, you're like average watch time of 3.
Yeah, it's just like, what are y'all doing? Just like 2 minutes in the beginning, 2 minutes at the end. Like,
what did you do? You just skip through?
This
like
porn, bro. Like, you can watch the entire video. Like, I understand, but like,
I don't expect people to watch all of this, but I think I think it's easier to digest is just audio.
Yeah.
Which it's weird because I would like to put it up as audio somewhere, but like I'm not. I feel like if I make a SoundCloud, I'm just gonna be one of those fucking check out my SoundCloud.
Yeah,
dudes.
I mean,
like
there's that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, like even, I mean, I don't want to be stereotypical, right?
Yeah.
But you are a handsome black man,
a brown skin.
Yeah, you're a brown skinned boy, man. And the minute you mention SoundCloud, even if it's like, even if you're just like a scholar and it is literally like just you speaking your thoughts into the microphone, somebody's gonna hear like rap. They're just gonna be like, "Yo, this go hard.
Yeah,
this go hard." Like
I was talking about like physics. I don't know.
I don't understand. I was just
like. I think what I also that's what I'm trying to get a couple episodes. I think this is episode 6. I think once I get to 10, I'm gonna submit an application to iTunes and start putting them there. Just so I have enough like content for them to be like, hey, this is cool, or I don't like this. Like one of the two.
So that they look at it and they're like, okay, so this isn't somebody trying to make like a quick buck. They're not throwing in there for like the 8 cents of revenue we're gonna give them.
Yeah, I also need to get back into like making smaller like just gaming videos too. Like I like streaming this stuff, but I feel like I make better game video, like smaller, shorter.
It's a lot easier to make a smaller video and give all of your attention to that smaller video. And then like edit it the way you want it, right? As opposed to taking a stream and then breaking it up. So like not only like, so I say a bunch of shit. If I was on stream, it would be impossible to remember when I said that.
So like some people have the benefit of having like moderators that are like clip timestamp stuff, which is nice.
Clip that,
and then like you go to YouTube on the YouTube channel and it's literally just all of those things just squished together.
Yeah, which is cool, but like I mean, we out here struggling. Yeah, we don't have that. Yeah. Like I would love somebody to just be like, yo, you know what? I'm a big fan. You have 60 subscribers. Let me edit your videos. But no, I don't have that, and I got to do it by myself.
Have
so
you
it's gonna take a long time.
Of doing streaming stuff?
I mean, I used to stream back in the early days of League of Legends, but my voice sounded like this. So like it wasn't working out. Like it wasn't working out.
Have you ever seen those face rig streamers where they have like the furry? Like
I hate that shit.
You could have just done the Mickey Mouse version of that, man. You just get the little Mickey Mouse head.
Get ripped. You got body, bitch. I could have done that, but I don't think I want to be remembered as that. You know, like I saw one the other day. I was just like watching a video, and it was just like some girl streamer that just had like an anime like it was just like it was like a CGI anime girl on her camera. And it was just like move and talk when she talked, and I was like, they never asked if they should. Yeah, you know, like y'all didn't have to do that. That was a little bit too much.
All of those things, man, are just like every time I even sometimes you know how you'll see like a stream, like a thumbnail for a stream, and you click on it, but the thing on the bottom right covers up the person who's on the camera. So I'm like, I want to check out this game, and I click on that. The moment I see any like CG anything, I'm just like, nah, this is not it. Like,
you know what's a big turn up? Like, I like to watch playthroughs and stuff like that. Yeah. And I don't really mind much if you're like in the corner of a playthrough, like even if it's the entire playthrough. But if you start off with "What's up, YouTube?" I'm like,
off, immediately off.
Do not recommend.
I was talking to two people that are at our job about that the other day too. Like, there was a time where like I would sit through that. Like that would be totally fine. And like now it's just an immediate, just like, all right.
No, I'm generally a peaceful person, but I think the phrase "What's up, YouTube?" might just,
up, guys?
Like it's hard. Like even on my videos, I hate doing it. I hate being like, "What's up, guys?" Like it's just so generic. And like I wanna engage with my community of my 8 friends.
What if I said "What's up, guys" at the beginning of this? I feel like I might.
I think you might have.
Oh fuck.
It's right. No, I don't think you did, because like that's my trigger word. Yeah, like I would have started throwing things.
Get up. It's like, all right, well, that was the episode. Yeah. As you walk in front of the camera,
click off the
video. Oh man, I don't know if this was a joke, Well, obviously it was a joke, but in your video, the most recent one you made, you were talking about like your excuse for not making videos and stuff. You're like, man, I was real sick. Like,
I mean, I think, and you may take this as a joke, but I think I'm always sick. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, fuck, again? Like, I really got to be up again. Like, if I could perpetually sleep and, like, I would do it.
And still make money somehow?
Like, it's
just to get up and do
I just wish that I could sleep, not wake up, and not have a police officer wake me up for sleeping on the bench. Like, if I could do that, I would not strive for anything. But unfortunately, that's not the way it works. That's not how it goes. And I'm also brown, so he'll hit me. Yeah. So it's
just get a kick, just a boot.
Just like get up. Are you dead? Like, no.
No, let me pull out the gun. You want to be? It's just like, shit.
We're going to fix that. It's like, oh, shit.
The only reason I brought that up was because I was doing a lot of thinking the other day about the time that I haven't made anything on my channel. I haven't streamed. There's a lot of days where I'll get in and I'm like, all right, I'm going to stream this when I get home, or I'm going to record this video. I even have I had 2 videos typed out. Like there's a Google Doc that's still saved that I technically could still make those videos. They're a little bit dated now, but I had it typed out and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this when I get home. I get home and I'm just like,
nah,
nope. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have 4 videos in the time of where I didn't upload.
Yeah,
I have 4 videos completely edited, completely like they're rendered, they're edited, they're fine from beginning to end. Everything's all right. The audio's all right, but like just waiting that 3 minutes to upload it to YouTube, I'm just like, nah.
It's not even. It's not
the thumbnail. Because let me tell you about Adobe.
Adobe
really.
Who says Adobe?
I say Adobe.
I thought it was Adobe.
No, because it's Adobo. Why would it be Adobe? I mean, wait, no, fuck.
Yeah, it would be the capital sounding of the Adobe. Yeah.
I'm right?
No,
fuck.
No, you 100% wrong.
All right,
whatever.
Let's move past that. Yeah. All right. So what was I saying?
You're talking about thumbnails.
Yeah. So I wanted to make thumbnails for my thing, so I bought Photoshop, and it's $10 a month, no problem. Somewhere along the line, they were like, "Now that you've been with us for 3 months, you also subscribe to Premiere and all these other things." And I was like, "Yo!" And then like one day I'm just working, and my bank account's like, "Hey, bud, you know that amount that you said that if we ever go under it, we should tell you? You're there." And I'm like, How? And it's like gym membership that I don't use and Adobe. And I'm like, yo.
How much did they pull for all of those products?
45. Yikes, 45. And I know to most of you guys, like some of the people at our job, y'all make a lot of money. Y'all just spend $400 a day on cards.
I have a question. I have a thought about that.
Yeah.
Remind me to get back to that. But continue.
But yeah, so $45 to me, 61 subscriber, no revenue. That's a lot of money, bud. And then my gym membership as well is usually $10 a month. But in October, I guess because it's the spooky time of the year, they're like, yo, guess what? $35.
What?
Yeah. And I was just like, I just got bodied. Man. Like, I was like, yo, I'm doing such a good job. I got X amount of money in my account. I've been saving. I haven't been spending frivolously. I only went to Taco Bell once this week. and then they're just like, yo, boom, real life. And I just got bodied.
What you got to do is do like me. You gotta buy yourself.
Why did you point over there?
Because that's where my weights and stuff are.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Just buy that stuff for your house. That way you don't have to buy a gym membership.
Nah,
it's great.
See, I can't do.
It is an investment, but like if you think about it, 45 adds up, or 30 in that.
Well, actually, it's $10 a month until it gets to the Spooktober, and then that's when they hit you with the 35.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Same thing with it. You know what's wild about that I think is crazy? Like so a lot of banks, if a new company would charge a brand new transaction on your account, they would usually flag them and be like, hey, did you actually buy this? What's like super dirty about that is like they do the $10 at first, right? So that they have the authorization to charge your account, and then later they're just like 45, boom, give me that, and you're just like,
and then your bank's like,
yeah, that seems okay, like no problem. You've been giving them $10 every day.
I wish my bank actually fought for me. Like they were just like, yo, nah, you're not going to Taco Bell. You're not going to Taco Bell anymore, bro. The last month you spent $300 at Taco Bell.
I think there's a online bank that does that.
You know, I tried to block our job. from a lot. Like, I was like, yo, can I ban a place from allowing transactions on my thing? They were like, I mean, you can. And I was like, I'd like to block my my job. They're like, I mean, that's a little weird because they're the ones who pay you. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. The cycle of hatred continues.
So what I was saying earlier, I think there are some people that make a decent.
I mean, there's a lot of Magic players that I know for a fact make a chunk. You know, they're not like balling, but they're like balling on a budget.
I can think of one dude that is a music producer that plays all the time. Yeah. There's another guy that works in like aerodynamics. Yeah. Plays all the time. Yeah. And these guys, like they're like they make a decent enough wage so that they can afford to play the best thing ever. Yeah. What I think about the people that work there though, I think like
they be on that credit card shit.
I think there's the credit card thing. I also think I don't think
it's either that or you sucking dick. Like one of those two things.
That's very possible, but absolutely. I don't think that. I think a lot of people are doing the credit card grind, which if you can pay it off,
I mean that's great, cool. I mean if you can pay it off, that's cool.
I feel like so many people are always talking about, oh well, I don't have this, I don't have money, I don't have this. And I'm just like, well, why did you buy a $500 like modern deck? Like what? Exactly. What are you doing right now? Like,
exactly. Or like, I mean, there's people that like come up to me all the time. They're like, "Yo, man, like, you know, I've been trying to save up, but it's like it's just not working out. Like, how do you budget your money?" And it's just like,
I don't buy shit.
It's real easy, man. Like if it's a piece of cardboard that's $45, maybe I don't need it.
Also, the other thing I found with some people is like they value that stuff way too much, or like to the point where like they'll have something that's valued, like, oh man, I got this thing, and they'll also say, oh man, I can't afford to go to Ale House because I don't have money. I'm like,
I can't afford a $5 appetizer, man, because I bought this.
I was like,
$45 card.
Sell the card. Like to me, like. That stuff is cardboard presidents. That's the way I look at it. It's like I'm borrowing it for some time to play, and then whenever I'm done with it, I will sell it. Like immediately. Like the most recent set for Magic, I pulled some ridiculous stuff, and I played it for like a week and was like, I don't like it, and then I sold it. Like, I understand. Like, it's just I don't have any like attachment to cards.
And some people like really do. Like, yeah. There's a kid that comes to our place, and he's not like so right in the head, and he's got this Dust Tornado, right? And it's a misprint. The hollow is over the words, right? Okay. But it's not fake. It's just a misprint.
It's just a misprint.
And I know that shit's worth money.
Yeah. He's like, nah.
And he's like, I like to keep it for the sentiment. Like, what sentiment? That could be $300 of sentiment in your pocket, bro.
It's like, yeah, you remember how you lose every event, every single one you enter? Hey, maybe sell that, get things you want, and then like,
my least favorite thing is people that come in every single week buying something new. You know, like they bought like meta deck A, they play it. They're like, yeah, nah, dude, it's a bad deck. I got bodied. I came in tournament. Maybe you should learn what you're trying to play. To be fair,
some of those people end up burning a lot of credit, like, which good on you if you got enough stuff to like rack up a decent credit account and go for it, but. Man, you're right. There are some people that are just like, hey, here's $500. Here's another $500. Here's $500. And I'm like, hey man, you work at
fucking Waffle House.
Yeah, I was just like,
how the fuck, man, like, you doing this, bro?
You stealing money from Waffle House?
Can I get a Waffle? Yeah. But like,
love that, man.
That shit that's ridiculous. Like, and then when I go, because like, I mean, when I see some of the people that make these transactions at our place, yeah. And then I'm like, yo, like, where do you work? And they're like, yo, I work here. And then I go and I go to apply for that job, and it's like started $975. Yeah. I'm like, you struggling like me? Like, you're a fucking liar. I remember this one dude came up with a cart, and he was like, let me get 12 packs of new DBS. And I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. And he was like, matter of fact, let me get the whole store. I was like, you don't have to sit the fuck down. Yeah. You ain't out here buying the whole store. Like, I was like, you want the whole box? He was like, nah, I ain't got that type of money. I was like, what store you trying to buy, bro? Dollar Tree? Out of your mind.
Oh man, I find that more humorous than anything, but
bugging.
I don't know. There's few things that I indulge that amount of money on, like that kind of stuff that's like gonna keep me around. I'll buy like expensive, like I'm probably gonna buy a PS5, like. I'll buy consoles and stuff like that. I'll buy decent stuff that I know I'm gonna use for
like
a while.
longevity. You know what
this
I mean?
fucking camera,
that's gonna last for a little bit, like unless you break it. But like a card, like that shit gets power crept like that.
That, and it's also like it's an arbitrary value. The value is determined by like so you got the rarity, and then you have demand. And by demand really is just how good the card is, and how many people want to use it.
There's also like in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like, is this card short printed?
Yeah,
and then that's it's artificial. Like competitive relevance.
Yeah, like those things change. Not even like on a ban list kind of schedule. They can just release another set that immediately makes that card irrelevant, and it's just like, why would you bank $400+ on one card?
That's how that's how DBS is. I remember when DBS first came out, I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to get into this game competitively. I spent $140, which isn't a lot of money for a competitive deck, but it's a lot of money because I don't make that much money. Yeah. Right? So I spent $140 on that. And then like the next set comes out and it's like, you know that $18 card you bought 4 of? 45 cents. I was like, yo, cool. What the fuck?
It's just like, all right, I'm out $17 and some change.
Yeah,
like,
on each one of them. Yeah. Like on each copy. And I was just like, never again. And then I have people like coming up to me with cards like, yo, this stuff is going to be busted. I'm like, in 3 weeks, this stuff is going to be $2. Like, just be patient, bro. You're not going to be out here winning with this stuff.
Yeah.
And then, you know what really like, made it dawn on me?
I don't know why that's there.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get in trouble, bro. You better put that like that. So
nah, that'd be fine.
But anyway, you know what really messes me up? Like, why I this is what like hit me when I was like, you know what? I don't really care about card games. It's like, every time I come for an event on my day off, I get extremely sick as soon as I walk in. As soon as I walk in the building.
Yeah. Like physically sick?
Like physically sick. I'm just like, my body is like, why the fuck are you here?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are you here? Like, even if you tally it out and you're like, all right, we have 5 rounds and it's about an hour each round and you're getting $20 in store credit at the end of it. Like, you're making less than $1.
Yeah, like
it's just like
I had that realization with Magic the other day, which I still play it. Like I might play it tonight, depending on how long we take. But there's something about going to a tournament, playing 4 or 5 rounds, and not topping.
Oh, yo,
that feeling is just
that is the
enraging.
It's
like
the worst feeling.
Just,
it's like.
And you've only wasted monetarily. You've only wasted $5,
but you also wasted your time.
The time.
So it's like she's
so bad.
She's like, hey boo, come over. Let's watch some Netflix. You watch some Netflix. And
you watch like some shit show.
Yo, like you watch like one of those like shitty like cash grab Netflix like zombie ass. Right? Yeah. So y'all watching zombie ass on Netflix, right? And then she's just like, I'm on my period.
Or like, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
Or like
you know what? Home. Actually, I'm gonna go read.
I'm like,
and you're just like,
all right, and then you just jump off the balcony because it's just the amount of time that you've wasted. Which the thing is, some people like. Every time I talk to my friends that play Magic, they're always like, "Yeah, that's just the game." I'm like.
That's a shitty game.
Yeah, bro. I was like, why is it so popular? I don't get it. But that, like, so I say, why is it so popular? I get why it's popular. Like, I understand things been around for forever.
And humans are naturally competitive.
Yeah. I also think, like, I feel like this might be the fucking 14th time I've talked about this, but I think that there's a weird shift in, like, what people think is fun now. Like, so, like, you play a lot of League of Legends.
Yeah. I hate that game.
Yeah.
Like that.
But you would say that the time that you spend in it, even the games that you lose, if you wanted to play the game in a more competitive light, there'd be something for you to learn. Like there'd be something for you to improve on, right?
Actually, no, because I'm a god.
Okay, all right. No, he's a godly man.
No, but realistically, I got a frog in my throat.
Nah, I'm dying over here.
Realistically,
do you want water or anything?
No. Okay. We're chilling. So realistically, like I get what you're saying. Like
I feel like luck is too much of a thing now. Like,
yeah,
it's ruining games. All right.
Yeah,
I want my Call of Duty.
So like exactly. Let's use something like League of Legends in that. Like Luck is a big thing in that game.
In League?
In League, yeah.
How so? Because I feel like League is one of the games.
So you got 5 people on your team. Yeah. 3 of them. It's me, my wife, and 3 retards. Yeah. I lost. Yeah. Like
you don't have control over that.
You could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a I've won games just because the last guy on my team that was mentally retarded decided to stay in the game. Like I've literally had people where I'm just like I'm supporting and I hit the wave once and the guy's like stand still for 5 seconds. It's like summoner disconnected. I'm like,
right, cool.
I'm like, fuck. I'm like, shit, bro. Like I didn't know, like, because like some people play that and they just had the worst day of their life, man. Like they just found out their wife was cheating. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna cool down with a game of League of Legends, and I hit that wave, and that in that moment is worse than when your wife cheating. And you just also, like,
small caveat. I feel like internet connection should also be a minimum requirement for games.
Yeah,
like where like if you have a hamster powering your modem, you shouldn't be allowed to play certain games.
Let me tell you about Super Mario Maker 2 multiplayer.
Okay. All right.
They got in the beginning of the round, right? So you guys are all on a stage, right? And you guys got like this little box where you all spawn, right? In the beginning of a round, it takes 3 seconds, 3-second countdown for everybody to start, and then you start racing to the finish line. It's usually just hold right?
Okay.
I had that 3 seconds take 2 minutes before.
Fuck. Like just.
And then you know what happened? You know what happened? What? In that time from 3, 2, 1, that took 2 minutes, Luigi grabbed me. And because there was there was so much lag, I had to accept that I was just gonna go in the lava. And he was just gonna like, yeet me in the lava, and I'm gonna press jump now, and it's not gonna come out until 4 minutes later.
Fuck.
And it's just the way it is.
That's the way online Smash Brothers is. Yo, I don't see how people play that.
Nintendo, multi-million-dollar company, they do not make servers for their games.
But the thing is, as wild as ARMS had servers, ARMS was fine.
Because they believed in that game. They were like, this is going to be the next Street Fighter.
Super Smash Brothers is the most, like, the most money they make with their system. It has to be.
Hands down.
Either that or like
Pokemon game.
Or Pokemon or Mario or some shit.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's at least in the top 3. Fucking buy some goddamn servers. It's been a problem in every Smash Brothers game. I don't get that. That's so fucking
and you know
weird.
what pisses me off? It's like it's not even like I'm fighting a guy in like Australia.
No, it's a dude right there.
Yeah,
like,
word.
He's fucking
like he's literally down the block. Yeah. He's down the block, and I'm out here playing Tetris.
You just
with
like
fucking Mario jumping like for fucking 45 frames just stuck in the air in purgatory.
I hate that shit so much.
It's the worst. And you know what the worst part about lag is? When you fuck up, you gotta watch it slow motion.
Oh, like you like, oh, I'm gonna dodge that, and then he just doesn't dodge, and you're like, oh,
you air dodge, and then you just see the forwards.
You're just like, oh, dodge. You get hit, and then you dodge, or some shit like that. It's just like, fuck.
Yeah, it's shitty, bro. It's honestly shitty. But yeah, I feel like a multi-million-dollar company should have something like that. Also, a place like our job should have like a little bit better of a system
in terms of
like we make a lot of money. I think there should be a robot pulling the cards. We should get a Wally. Of course, I'm joking, but I mean,
you're joking, but that's not a.
It should. We should have a system where it's not so like human hands on because one, people steal.
Yeah, right. They also make mistakes.
People make a lot of mistakes, right? I feel like we should just have like not like a dispenser, but like something that just makes it a little bit easier. Or like let's say, I mean, nobody here can relate because this is just between us. So you might as well
I'm sure
you might as well just edit it out. But like,
nah.
What if we just had like a fucking iPad where you could just look up the set and it would just show you a picture of the row and just show you where the set is.
You just, like on a screen.
Yeah,
so
you just be like,
oh, okay, that's
you'd be like Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, and it's just like. Shows the row, shows the slot, and then you're just like, okay, I go there. That make your job infinitely easier.
It would,
because that paper's not even in alphabetical order. Like I go and I look through it, it's like A B C D Z Q R N, and you're just like, it's like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I mean, it makes sense, but like,
I think the only problem with that how would the system know where things are?
We tell it. No. Same thing with the reason that this is on the screen is because you told it, yo, let's put just about anything on the screen, right? That's all you got to do. And then when you guys go ahead and a new set comes out and y'all move it, just, hey, but this was like here. It is now one space over. Boom, it's there now. And you just it's literally like, it doesn't even have to be that high tech. I could probably do it myself. I'll just make a fucking PowerPoint.
Yeah.
I'll make a PowerPoint.
It's like this slide.
Yeah.
Go to this slide.
Go to slide 37. You go to slide 37, it's like, it shows you a picture where it is with me, like, yeah. Like, you know, like just
so just like pointing at
I got your back, bud. Yeah. Like,
I don't know. It would be cool if like a lot of that stuff could be automated.
Like that was like, but it would mean that a lot of people. Tangent that was a little bit more personal for us, but like what we're getting at is like, I hate when multi-million-dollar companies will not put the little bit. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not a little bit of money, but will not put the money to make their product better.
Well, the problem is the product, and that doesn't make the. I guess it does make the product faster for people, but you gotta think of it from their perspective of like, how much would something like that cost to make, and how much does that help my bottom line? Like,
get me a basic iPad and I will take the pictures.
Yeah.
And you will literally just like.
But it's not just the pictures though.
We could just make a gallery.
It's not just the pictures though. Like, you'd also have to find a way so that you see the card name, and then somehow that card name would need to point you to the right picture every time.
What do you mean?
So, say I'm looking for ABC Dragon, right? I just realized that's an actual card. I forgot.
Yeah, ABC.
I was
ABC
just making
Busted
something
Dragon,
up that's fucking stupid. But so say I'm looking for ABC Dragon. I'd see that on a piece of paper, or say on an iPad. Like, all right, it's on the list on the iPad. I hit ABC Dragon on the list, and then somehow your system would need to show me that right picture for that card every time.
Oh, so that's it. So you have giant expectations.
Oh, okay. So maybe
no, you have giant expectations, right?
Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying.
No, because like what you're thinking about is like you click it and then the holographic keyboard comes up, like ABC Dragon. ABC Dragon. Like boom, and it's like it comes with all these. Nah, I'm talking about. Where is Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy?
Oh, like the sets.
Click Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, go like that. If you need help finding where ABC Dragon is,
you probably don't need to work there.
And he's not the fucking first card because he begins with A and his second letter is B. Unless Aaron is the first card, like you have to like you don't belong there. Yeah, like you just it's just like, at this that isn't
for you, fam.
I mean, but I can understand why you get confused because as it is right now, it goes A, B, C, D, Z, and you're just like, okay, well.
All right, well, someone gave up halfway through making this.
I get that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure that's possible. I mean, you can pitch that. That's not something out of the... The problem is, how much would they pay you for it is the question.
They won't.
Yeah, they would. I don't know if it would be what you would...
That was a brilliant idea. 35 cents.
Yeah, it's just like, nah, I'm keeping it.
Let me tell you.
And then you get sued. Yeah, like you made this on the clock.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
But yeah, no.
What I was saying a long time ago though was with like the whole luck versus like skill thing. I need to just make a video on this and get it out of my system because I keep bringing it up all the time. Where it's like, have you noticed that, or do you think that's I sound like an old man where I'm like, fuck this Fortnite and battle royales and all this shit. I just want to sit down and me versus someone else. If I'm better, I win. That's all I want.
Absolutely.
That's all I want.
Let me tell you a story, and a lot of people may not be able to relate to this because I have really specific stories. Okay. Right? So I'm gonna explain.
I'll tell you about that too.
I'm gonna explain like if you are dumb and you do not know how to read, right? So I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Okay.
And it is my opponent's turn.
Got the dual disc.
Right? I got the dual disc, right? I also got the grip.
Yeah.
So I'm playing against pendulums, and pendulums are monsters that are also spell cards. So if you have something on the field that says your opponent cannot activate spell cards, they can't activate them, right? I flipped a trap card that said my opponent cannot activate spell cards, and then drew into 8 spell cards. And died from my own trap card. And that is luck. Because you know how many spell cards I play? 9. I play 9 of them. And they shouldn't end up back to back to back because it's like, put these cards in, shuffle your deck.
I feel bad though about complaining about that because it's almost like you sign up for that when you sit down and play a game like that. Any card game for that matter. Like that's just the nature of card games. But at the same time, again, when you've played five rounds that are 50 rounds each, to walk away with nothing.
To just walk away with an L. Because your own card killed you. Like
nothing. And
that is the worst.
And the worst part about it is you go, all right, well, I didn't win anything, but let me think back on like what I could have done to do better. And you realize like, oh no, there's nothing I could have done to be better. It was just today I lost. Like that.
I didn't lose because of skill.
No, I didn't lose.
I lost because of a game mechanic.
Yeah, it's just like, right? Well, is this worth it?
Like it's like when you're playing Smash Brothers, right? And you're just bodying Hero, and then he's just like, you know what? Side tilt, and it crits, and you're just like, yeet it across the galaxy, and you're just like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, no problem.
Speaking about Smash Brothers, I think we have a score to settle at some point.
We might have a score to settle. So here's the thing. I'm a notorious shit talker. Yeah. So, like, Joe, 110% with Little Mac in particular.
The worst character in the game, by the way.
Okay, obviously you never met Pichu.
The worst.
So with Little Mac, he'll beat me. With any other character, I think we're about even. Probably, right?
Yeah.
But like with Little Mac in particular, like I just don't understand that character enough to fight it, right?
Grab him and throw him,
bro.
That's how
I'm Pichu. My grab range is like this. I miss the grab, I get forward smash. If I'm above 0%,
all right, well then don't grab me. Just spam projectiles.
You're just super armored through it.
I'm still taking the damage.
So am I.
No.
When I use Thunder Jolt, I take damage.
You got to throw the projectile from the other side of the stage, and then
run behind it.
I can run. I'm gonna run through it, and like maybe like if I run through it, I get hit. So I stop. If I try to forward smash through it, I'm gonna take the damage. I'm not gonna get knocked all over the place, but I'm gonna take the damage.
I do 3 damage to you. I do 2 damage to myself. That is not plussing.
Oh, does he still?
Yes, Pichu hurts himself.
That's so bad.
It's such a bad mechanic.
Why are you playing Pichu?
Because he's fucking cute.
Yeah, but Little Mac's terrible. Like,
why are you playing Little Mac?
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that's the only character I know how to play.
Yeah, I mean that's just how it is.
Sad. I don't know. I think after this we'll record a quick one.
Yeah,
because it'll be pretty good. Or maybe we can record it some other time. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, whenever.
I keep like steering us away from the whole YouTube thing, but I do. So when you make I guess things have probably changed since the last time you made videos and like now.
Yeah.
When you're making a video, like, is your goal to just have fun with it, or like you're trying to find something that's relevant? Obviously not, because High Gay is not a relevant game whatsoever.
Is not relevant.
But it's
and
fucking
if you look
hilarious.
At my other videos, I'm playing like Yoshi's Island.
Okay.
Like these are not new titles, right? And then the one time I did play a new title, I was playing Pork Chop's Adventure, which is like Five Nights at Freddy's like fan game, right? But it had just came out, and when I made that, I like rushed to make it. I didn't give it like my heart and everything.
That sucks.
And I got 1.7 thousand views.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
See, that's the worst feeling though.
It went hard as fuck, and then and then when I make High Gay, I'm like, where y'all niggas at, man? There was 1.7 thousand of you. Watch it for 15 minutes. You can't watch High Gay, bro. Come on, man.
For 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes, bro. Come on, man. This shit is better than Pork Chop, man. This is a new title.
The thing I find that's funny, that's the worst feeling about that is like, you didn't do anything. It's like back in my old channel when I made way more consistent podcasts with a couple of my friends. There was one video where we made it about like Sony's E3 thing, and for no reason that game or that video had like over 1,000.
Yeah. Well, like it's so like you have to think about it, right? So if you did it like I did, Pork Chop's Adventure like 4 hours after it came out, Jesus. And only one other YouTuber,
you know what, had
made that. Right. So when you go and you watch that YouTuber play it, and then they end at 30 minutes because, you know, they're making ad revenue or whatever. And then boy, Happy Justice is playing 2 hours of it. You get to see more of the game.
Yeah.
and I'm the only other person you have the option to watch.
Now that you say that, reminded me that happened for me for Twitch, because I found this one game. It was called Angels Die Last or Angels Die First or something like that. Cool game, great idea. It was basically Starship Citizen. You know that game?
No, that sounds gay.
It's pretty bad. It's a scam, is what it really is. Let me explain Starship Citizen first, and then I'll get into what I was going to talk about. So Starship Citizen started off as like this crowdfunded game. It still is, but like the pledging was for different items in game. So like you'd be like, I want a spaceship. And the company was like, all right, you want that spaceship? That'll be $400. And people bought it like fucking like sliced bread. Like everybody was like, this is the shit. I'm investing in this game. This game's gonna be great. They're like, well, we would like to add 8K resolution textures to the game. That'll be another $1,000. And people were just like, sure, here's my money.
Take it.
That game got announced in
2014.
No, it was worse than that. It's like 2012, and it still hasn't come out. That game is the biggest scam.
Yo, let me tell you, man. That's exactly how it was with Kingdom Hearts 3, man. I mean, of course, they were like, buy this and you get Pink Donald. Like, it wasn't anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But like, I had waited for that game for like 10 years. And when that shit came out, I was like, I don't give a fuck about you. It was like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Like,
I hate that game. I hate that series. Game too. I hate that series because it doesn't make any sense to me.
Nah.
It's fucking stupid.
It does not make any sense. I mean, even when I watch like the chronological order of things, I don't care enough. Like, I just don't care enough. I just want to fight with Goofy and Donald.
I don't like the thing is, make a Disney game for that. Just make you don't need these Final Fantasy. Just make the Disney fucking game. The two of them don't make sense. That's literally oil and water.
They do not make sense at all.
Hate it
together. But I do like fighting Sephiroth. That was cool. But I wish that I could have just been Goofy fighting Sephiroth.
Why?
Because that would have been fucking lit.
That's terrible. That doesn't make any sense. Like,
it's like, I am the one.
I guess my
yuck. I'm gonna fuck you.
Gosh. She's just bloody like oh gosh.
Gosh.
I guess my thing is like when I'm playing any RPG, I like to get immersed in the game. It's impossible to get immersed in that game. It's impossible because anytime there's anything that's like remotely like
badass or
you're
like
just
that.
Like, and then you just see like fucking Goofy's head coming out of the screen. You're just like
it's just like we have to go in and fight Xemnas and obtain the last dark heart, and then Goofy's like
yuck. And you're just like, fuck this.
And then, or like you see like a badass like fighting scene, and it's just like he looks over and he's like, oh, is Mickey all right? And Mickey's like, oh, and you're just like,
Donald's there. You're just like, what is this?
Like what the fuck?
Just like a homeless person's fever dream, and they're just like
laying on the park bench on like septic.
What if I had Cloud and Mickey, and I made them fight with Key?
What if Goku? What if Sans Undertale was fighting Goku?
That's what Smash Bros. Is going to end up being.
In Winnie the Pooh.
Fuck, man. Yeah. I hate that game so much.
It's just so dumb. But that's like what Smash is turning into. Yeah. It's just like, pretty soon we're just going to be like, yo, what if Shovel Knight was fighting Cloud, but then that one generic enemy from this game, like what if that yellow car from F-Zero like came out and he grew legs and he was actually Bumblebee?
Just like,
it's just like, and it's just like, Sakurai, what's happening? And you look at Sakurai's house and he's asleep, and his like son,
it's just right. You're like
8-year-old is just like,
nobody's gonna stop him.
And then Gandalf, and he's just like, what the fuck is happening? And then Dumbledore is gay. Like, where the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
It's rewrite. It's like Snake is also bi. Like, just put that in the game. And like, why did you do that? Like, we didn't ask for that at all.
And you're just like, what's the name of the little dog
from Duck Hunt?
No, from
Mega Man.
No, what dog?
In Mega Man?
No,
Roll.
The fucking villager dog.
What?
Happy Tree Friends?
Oh man, I don't play Animal Crossing. Oh no.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, okay.
What's the name of the Animal Crossing dog?
I have no idea.
She's in the game.
Bell, something Bell.
Isabel.
Yeah.
And it's just like Isabel has a dick, and then like from that patch on, it's just like a 13-inch kielbasa like, dragging as she runs. Like, just like, why did you do this? Like, right? He's just like still asleep on the sofa. It's just his son is just like,
yep.
Light Yaga makes a girl. He's like, what the fuck is happening?
Man, that game makes me regret buying a Switch sometimes. I'll tell you that. I enjoy playing it when I do, but it's just like all the DLC characters are so broken that it's just like, all right, why did I buy this?
It's basically pay to win. When they gave that nigga crit.
Yeah.
And then when they gave that other nigga a chain grab and nobody else has a chain grab,
they're like, yeah, this is fine. You're like,
yeah, it's super good. It's just like you look at the tier list and it's like DLC. Pichu. Yeah, it's just like,
I feel like though, I don't know. I haven't paid attention to like the competitive scene since Banjo came out. I haven't really paid attention right before he came out as well. So I could be wrong, but I would imagine that he's up there. Like,
so you know what? I don't like Banjo on Wi-Fi because he makes me feel like I'm retarded. So like,
it's the chicken.
Nah, not even that, bro. Like, I'll be like, ha, you missed that move. I'm gonna punish you. And he's like, yuck. And then he does
just
feather
charge.
And I just take 40 damage and I'm like, all right, I gotta look out for that. And then like I try to space it, but it's always longer than I think it is.
It goes forever.
And it's just boom. And I'm just and then like I'll literally die in games just to 5 feather wings because I'm just like an idiot. And I just don't know how long it is. And like, and then I feel so bad. And then like I've literally just like left the game. Like I just put the controller down. It's like I'm gonna go make some dinner because like,
you know what I learned about that move?
What?
His super armor actually trumps mine, which pisses me off with Little Mac.
Yeah,
I don't have anything as Little Mac. I have nothing, and you're gonna take the one thing I have away from me.
If you are not a ridiculously fast character, your only option is to hold shield or try to sidestep it. The hitbox is so big that if you sidestep it, you still get hit by it. And then if it hits your shield, you get to block one more before it breaks your shield. And you're just like, this is fair. And it's like this is the $5 part of me. And then he just like rams you, and it's just like, fuck.
Oh man. We got on another tangent. But so the whole thing with the StarCraft, whatever, it's basically a space simulation game. I played that Angels Fall first, I think is actually what it's called. And the dev hopped into my stream, and I had like 60 something people watching.
That's
me.
super
and I was
cool.
just like, this is nice. And then the next day I would like, all right, guys, play some Smite, and just no.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, all right.
I had that happen with me with a game called Labyrinth.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like a platformer, and I played it when it first came out, and the dev came and he commented on my video.
Yeah,
he was like, "Hey, thank you so much for playing my game. I'm glad you liked it." And then like, that video got like, it was my second most viewed video. It got like 618 views.
Jesus.
Then after that. He commented on a different video of mine that like, wasn't Labyrinth.
He's like, this is shit.
Nah. he's like, what are you, gay?
What are
you playing high gay? Delete my video. I don't play with
yo.
It's like, damn, bro.
Damn, dude.
Nah,
like,
but he commented on another one. He's like, I like this video. Good editing. By the way, Labyrinth is fully released, so you should keep playing it. And I played it again. Again, it got like 600 views. I was like, dope. And then I got hired, and I just stopped making videos. And you know what? That probably was my
that was probably a big mistake.
That was gonna be. They would have known me. Nah. I would have been sitting next to Mike Tyson at the Emmys. He would have been biting my ear.
Fucking
kicky ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
You like that?
You like that?
That's nice.
That.
Yeah.
Fucking. Fuck. I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was. I don't know. I lost track. But what was I talking about? I was talking about the Angels Fall first thing. Oh, that reminds me. The story about the girl across me.
Yeah.
All right. So it's funny too because I posted it on Facebook, so you can actually go back and watch this entire escapade happen. So I get home. This is completely has nothing to do with video games, but it's gonna be.
No, this is just a story.
It's just weird.
Just
though.
about anything.
It's just about anything.
Yeah.
So I get home. I think it was maybe 12:30. So to her credit, it is late at night. Yeah. I'll give you that. I get out of my car. I know what car she drives. So I was like, oh, her lights are on. And obviously the car is closed. Like, it's not on or anything. Or I was like, all right, well, she left her lights on.
I see some foreshadowing here.
She said the N-word. No. Okay. Right. I was like, you know what? I don't really fuck with the people around me. I'm going to just tell her lights are on, you know? I was like, so I go up, knock on her door. Nothing. And I'm like, maybe she's asleep. Whatever. Also, I think I did knock a second time. I don't think I might. Let's just say I did. Knock a second time. Nothing. And I was like, fair. I also was still in like, I had my hoodie and like.
She thought she was getting robbed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I had my hoodie. I didn't have the hood on. I had my hoodie on. I had my backpack.
She's like, there's a polite burglar. Yeah. Fucking knocking on the door. It's like, I'm going to rob you. Are you all right with that?
You cool with that?
Yeah.
No. So I was like, you know what? Fair. I went back to my place, which in my head was two different things. I was like, she will see that I live here. Like if you're looking out the window, you'll see me walk down your stairs, walk back into my place. So you'll see, hey, I live here.
He's my neighbor.
Yeah, like obviously I'm not like trying to break into some place that I at all, but especially not somewhere I'm right across from.
She thought you went into your house to get the Olympia.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I go back in. I'm like, you know what? That's fair. I take off the hoodie, put that on the backpack. Actually, this is so stupid of me, but I grab my AirPods, put those in, because I'm like, that'll show.
Yeah,
like,
I have money.
I have
bitch.
money.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put these in.
The robber's flexing on me. It's just like,
I put on the AirPods. I'm like, I need to get some stuff out of my car. On my way to go in my car, I will try knocking on her door again and be like, hey, your lights are on. Which, in retrospect, I should have just said that because I know she could hear me through the other side of the door. I should have been like, hey, your lights are on. Like, just yell that through. But then I also felt like, yelling at like 1 o'clock in the morning, waking everybody up, talking about somebody's lights.
I saw your neighbor downstairs.
Yeah.
Get shot. The old white man.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. I try to do a good thing. No problem.
Clint Eastwood looking ass.
I go to sleep. I wake up the next day on my way to work. There's a sign on my door. And I look, there's a sign on my neighbor's door and her door and everyone's door. Everybody's door had a little white piece of paper on it. I was like,
beware of blacks.
In the basically,
hour.
It was like, hey, somebody's been knocking on doors in our neighborhood. If you ever feel unsafe, like call the police, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, bitch, I was trying to help you out. I
hope your battery died.
Yeah, I hope you couldn't make it to work the next day. I was like, but to be fair, I was also like, you know what? It was late.
So like,
that's fair.
I get that, but like your immediate reaction, like, and you know what? It's a different world. Maybe because like I'm from New York, so
yeah,
like I'll fight anything.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I don't care if I'm gonna lose. I'll try my best. Right.
Yeah.
But like, you shouldn't immediately think that like this is danger. Like, yeah. But like at the same time, I understand.
Yeah.
Because this is Florida, which is pretty much like the wilderness or RuneScape. Like, shit just goes down for no reason. Like you just be fishing and somebody just come up to you and copy you with the scimitar. You
just like, why? You're like, I don't know. I liked your jacket.
That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is in Florida.
That shit, for a little, like, it wasn't that big of it. It was just more so of like, after that, I was like, you know what? To each their own. If somebody is literally, that being said, I have done this again. I don't know, maybe I have like this weird like complex or whatever. I remember being here at night by myself and I heard some chick just fucking wailing, screaming. And I was just like, what the fuck? So I go outside, like in my head, like, oh, let me see what's going on. Like if somebody needs help, I can help them out. But now I'm thinking back and I'm like, fuck them. Like now it's just like, why would I do that? Like, but I don't know. I'm definitely at the point now where it's just like, to each their own. Whatever happens. Like,
I mean, it was your time.
Yeah, I was like, life sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Learn jujitsu, something.
Yeah,
I don't like.
That's the truth. But oh man, I forgot.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to tell you something. But I just forgot it. So don't even worry about it. It would have been funny though.
Oh no! All right. Well, no.
But yeah, I just think it's like really stupid of people. Oh, I remember.
There
now.
It is.
I remember now. Yeah. So like, I used to work at Wet and Wild, which is an amusement park. I was a lifeguard. I wasn't that fat, but I was like kind of chubby, but I looked good. Right? All right. Like I am a gargantuan monstrosity now, so I can't be a lifeguard. I don't think you are,
but all right. Just saying. We look at the place we work and tell me if compared
I'm
to...
not Big Lee's the Invincible. Like there's some raid bosses that walk in the door. But like, nah, that's not what I'm talking about. But like, so like I'm working as a lifeguard, and it's like I work this overnight party, and like I get out at like 6 a.m. So I started at 12 noon. Okay. And I got out at 6 a.m. the next day, and I go and I take the bus to the Link Center. And when I get to the Link Center, this like Brooklyn dude, like he recognizes that I'm from New York somehow, and he starts talking to me and basically starts confessing about how he murdered his best friend.
All right, cool.
Like, he's just talking to me. He's like, yeah, so I found out he was sleeping with my girl, and I just had to do what I had to do, And I was like,
yeah.
And he's like, yo, give me your number. I was like,
no.
I was like, okay.
No, fuck.
I mean, I was gonna die.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. Fine. He just killed his best friend. Like, who am I? I was right there. Like,
you just give that dude your number. Immediately go to AT&T and just be like, change it right now.
I was like, yo, text me so I know who you are. So he texted me. I was like, block. Yeah, right. Because like, bro, actually, to be honest, I didn't immediately block him because he told me he had a job for me. But then after I remembered that he murdered his best friend,
I don't want to work for that dude.
I was like what? That job is probably to bury his best friend. Yeah. But
it's like, here's the body.
Yeah, I got it. And if you don't bury this right, you're gonna end up just like him. I'm like,
you can always find somebody else to replace.
He told me that. So like his entire story, shit. And I'm gonna tell this to YouTube so that one day some investigator in the future can understand the story. So he told me that.
You just modulate your voice right now and black you out.
It just black me out. It's just like it says interview with Justice.
Yeah.
I must hide my face. Yeah. So he's like, yeah. So I was walking in New York City one day and I fell in a pothole. It was a really deep pothole, and I just broke my leg in 4 places. And they didn't put a construction sign on there, so I went and I sued the city, and I made $2.8 billion.
Fucking hell.
He's like super, and like I'm believing him, but at the same time I don't know why, because he's at a Link Center.
Yeah, it's like, so if you have like, 2-point-something billion dollars, like, you're not riding a Lynx bus.
Why are you worried about like your best friend like, fucking your girl? Dude, you have $2.8 million. Like, who gives a fuck at that point? Like, I mean, I would care because like I have a wife, but like if it was just like my girlfriend, I'd be like,
you know what? This is the true devil's advocate. If you had $2-point-something billion and you found out your girlfriend is cheating on you, I would never do this, by the way. Big disclaimer.
Yeah, big disclaimer. We don't murder.
I don't murder people. But I feel like, yeah, but like with $2-point-something billion, you could cover that up.
Big time.
You could cover that up.
I get a cop to do it just
yeah. You just be like,
I'd be like, kill this bitch.
Yeah. He's just like,
he'd be like, did you just tell me to do a crime? And I'd
pull
be
out
like,
the suitcase. Just the gun.
Oh, yeah, he just killed me.
Boom. Takes the money. He's
infinite
like,
money.
This is great.
Yeah. But like, nah.
Infinite money glitch.
That's. I mean, that's the truth. Like, if I was not married, like me and my wife have been together for like 2.5 years, we're going on 3 years. Right? If I was not married, and it was like I had an ex-girlfriend who like just cheated on me with my best friend, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't murder her.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like an Italian mafioso, but like.
I do remember that line in your most recent video.
Yeah,
you were just like ask their women, they lose interest immediately.
Yeah, they lose interest. But like, that's just how it is. Like, if I had that much money, like, that's probably why I don't have that much money. You know what I mean? Because like,
I mean, you'd be tempted to do some shit.
I always like on a regular basis, I pray to God about 3 things: my relationship, 4 superpowers, and for long life.
4 superpowers, specifically 4?
No.
Oh, 4. Okay, gotcha. I was like, all right.
I want more than 4.
Okay, you just want all of them.
I basically want to be like Terminator Jesus.
Okay,
but like I understand why he won't give them to me, because like. I would immediately like
commit all the crimes.
Like, if I had like M. Bison powers, like if I just Psycho Crusher, I would fucking, I would go crazy.
Did you ever see that movie Looper?
No.
That is the best like just like depiction of somebody with superpowers. That dude gets superpowers. The first thing he does is rob a bank.
Like that.
He's immediately
so like you're just like, oh man, like so first off, if you get superpowers, like you're like, I want to help people, but like you do that like twice and you're like this is kind of gay.
Yeah,
like, I really don't like this. Like nobody sucked my dick after that.
It's like this isn't worth it.
Nothing happened. Like
no one's paying me.
I saved that guy. He said thank you. He walked off. This ain't Metal Slug. Like I'm not out here like trying to just save people for no reason. So like I'm gonna do what comes naturally. Like there's no god to fight. You know, there's no like giant enemy at the end. Like I'm not fighting aliens. I just have superpowers and everybody around me is nerfed. So like why wouldn't I just start like, you know, like I ride the subway just because I can, right? And if like the homeless dude, like in New York City, there was like a lot of homeless dudes that just shot themselves. It was like, I'm gonna sit on the train, make the entire train smell like shit. Boom, just like yeet you out.
Just
like,
gone.
It would just like I would be so bad, and that's why I'm not gonna get superpowers, and I understand that.
I'm playing through Watch Dogs right now. I'm doing like the side mission or the side DLC from the first one, but I think I'm actually gonna do a gameplay all the way through until the new one comes out, because I never finished any of those games. But that's honestly what, like, that dude's going around and being just the worst menace, stealing people's money out of their account, and the way he does it is so fucked. Like, I also love the fact that his hacking, like, is just like, hey, it's Tanya. She's 27 years old. She likes to watch dog porn. Like, that's the one thing you get from her, and then it shows you her bank account, and you're just like,
spam click.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. It's
not, but like,
it's just so funny, like the small little snippets. But like, he's supposed to be like this good guy, but he's going around just. I guess he's not like a good person.
I mean,
but,
so he's like a Vegeta, you know?
Like,
he's not a good guy, but he's like on the brim of like, I'm not a bad guy either.
It's not an anti-hero. It's like a
what do they call those new elements of heroes? Vision heroes.
Vision hero.
It's some
an extra hero.
Extra hero. Like, and then watch. I bet you the next hero is gonna be like this the little sign with both genders.
Oh fuck!
It's gonna be like trans-dimensional, but it's gonna put the gender signs there. I'm be like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't put it by him because. I wonder if I can even bring this up.
What, is there a gay hero?
No. We'll just say a non-named company for a job that I used to work at. This is so bad. When they released product, they would market. They would send emails that were specifically saying, "Hey, how many girls bought it? How many dudes bought it?" Like they were try to like market towards like girls, and they sucked at it. It was so bad.
So let me tell you, my mom actually does. She does
marketing.
Marketing stuff like that.
That's dope.
I didn't realize how fucking like it is legitimate. Dude. Like highlight this square of the world. Like she literally highlighted. I'm not gonna tell.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Oh no!
She literally she highlighted a car dealership and put the opposition's dealership advertisement so that if you were in that thing, your phone would give you advertisements for a different.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like, you're like a fucking evil villain.
That's absurd.
And then
like,
at the same time, I'm like, why is my YouTube channel not everywhere?
Yeah,
what are you doing, Mom?
Like,
you're not supporting me. Like, come on. I want Happy Boy Justice on like.
Every
PewDiePie video.
You sit down, you're like, all right, let me watch this YouTube video. It's just like, why is it another YouTube video?
Yeah,
like every time, and you're just like, all right, maybe that's just the ad, and you skip it, you go to the next video. It's the same.
Like every time you click it, it's just like Call of Duty 360 no scope. You kick it, high gay. Like,
it's just like I'm not trying to watch high gay, man. You start crying.
And it doesn't stop until you've watched the entirety of the video from beginning to end and liked and subscribed. Yeah. And that's how you get out of the infinite loop.
But it doesn't tell you that. It's just like, what else do you want from me? I've watched this video 15 times. Oh shit. I know about like the whole like microphone, like you know that, right? Like we're like, yeah. Well, I guess you would know that through like your mom and everything.
Like I've had it one time where I was just talking about like ginger ale. I was like, yo, like because at our job we don't have full bottles of ginger ale. That's right. And I was like, yo, I wish we had 16-ounce bottles of ginger ale. And I'm scrolling through Instagram and I get a 16-ounce bottle. Yo, it's like 16 ounce ginger ales sold at 7-Eleven, and it's like a 7-Eleven advertisement, and I'm like, and then you know what's the worst thing? I went to the 7-Eleven, they didn't have them. I was like, you lied.
Just go and start throwing stuff around. What the fuck?
Let me get 2 more.
Oh man, it's weird though. It's almost like dystopian, like that. Anything you say can be like picked up as like an ad. I don't know. Have you heard the story about the it's not Kmart, the Target girl and her dad, where like the girl she was scrolling through something, it might have been Facebook, and oh no, she started getting stuff in the mail. She started getting mail about how like pregnant stuff, like stuff for babies and like formula and shit.
Before she knew she was pregnant?
It was before her dad knew she was pregnant. So like she started just getting that shit in the mail because she had talked about it like near her phone and done searches on the internet, but not like in her house, or like tried to do it.
She got her ass whooped.
Well, what's wild is
I know
it's
how
like,
this
oh,
ends.
she's dead. But like her dad like writes this crazy email to like Target's like, I can't believe you would send this stuff to my daughter, blah blah blah. And then like the next week is just like, sorry, actually I didn't realize, but she actually is pregnant and this shit's fucked. Like, no,
imagine
crazy.
if the entire, this is a really dark ass joke.
Yeah.
Imagine if the entire time she's getting those advertisements in the mail, the dad's getting like different hangers advertisements. Oh, no. It's just like, why are you recommending me this?
It's like, this one's really good quality.
Yeah, it's like does not break when yanked. It's like, what are you yanking? What the fuck is that? It's just like boxing. It's just like a whole bunch of like boxing glove advertisements, but like instead of like a like actual like boxing bag, it's just like a pregnant woman's stomach.
Just the stomach. Yeah, and you're just like yo, just this dude is just like going to town, and he looks at the camera, just like. Yeah.
And the dad's like, yo, what is happening?
What is this? I'm like, what the fuck? Oh man. I don't know. I think that stuff is both terrible. I tried to turn my phone off. I really did. I really tried.
You ever wonder if you're going to hell? Because like, I feel like I wasn't up until I said what I just said. And like now God is just like,
exactly. All right, man, that was it, man. Yeah, like I tried to tell you. That was literally your last
straw. I'm gonna walk out and then like hell demons are gonna grab me from the floor, which doesn't even make sense because we're on the second floor and I'm just gonna go straight out, and it's gonna be even
just
easier
go through
for
these people's houses. They're just like,
what's happening? I'm just like, help! They're just like,
yeah, it's Florida. Sometimes that happens.
Notes all over the door again.
Yeah,
it's like poltergeists keep falling through the floor. If you feel unsafe, call police. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
God, I got so like upset when I read that, and then I was just like, at the same time, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I don't know.
I think that if police did a mugshot of me, it would look like Grimace, Ronald McDonald's like fat friend, but with like a little bit of fuzz.
Did you see? What I mean? There's a guy who made he like shaved all his hair off. Well, no, he didn't shave all his hair. He shaved all of his hairline off. Like his hair was like back up to here, and they took permanent marker and just like drew all the way down to like his eyebrows. Then he like made himself look just the worst as possible, and then went and got his driver's license, taking a picture of that. So that's just on his license. Oh man, it's a good video. I forget what the person who made it, but that is a thing that exists on the internet.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Also, I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to take driver's license pictures anymore because mine are pretty bad.
I mean, if you saw my driver's license photo, you would argue that it wasn't me.
I don't think that's true. I've seen your driver's license photo.
Be like, did you eat him?
Did you eat him? I think you're giving yourself too much shit. I do think that, yes, you are overweight, but like it's not to the degree of it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna die. I know people like that. I have a friend that's like that, and we've tried everything to like be like, hey man, you gotta do something. Like you're literally gonna be around for another 10 years if you don't do anything. And we're friends and all, but I'm not visiting you in the hospital every day. Yeah, so it's like you gotta do something here, bud.
I mean, so you know what I'm thinking? I'm hoping that all the preservatives from the Chef Boyardee that I'm eating at 3 a.m.
No.
like So like, what is a preservative for if not to make it last longer, right?
Yeah.
So like, shouldn't it work for me?
No.
Isn't that how absorption works?
That's not how that works at all.
Fuck. I was pretty sure I was onto something. Like the infinite 1-up glitch.
I'm not chef. I guess on the same note as like I've in the time that I used to do like mixed martial arts to now, I had to have put on like 25 pounds.
Joe, I was 140
I understand.
pounds.
I've seen the photos. I get what I know you I know you've put on more than me.
Yeah, like, bro. Like I put an entire other me on. Like I don't understand that. It was like, yo, like I just don't get it. That was just like, I mean, I do get it.
Yeah.
I got super depressed.
Yeah.
Like I did not want to come to this state. This state is awful. Like
yeah.
if you are a Florida advocate, I'm disagreeing with you, right? Yeah. Go to New York, right? Live in New York for a little bit. You might hate it because it's like, oh man, the rustle and bustle, blah, blah, blah. And then come here, right? So go do that and then come here. And I guarantee you'll want to go back. Because this place is where old people go to die. And they don't die. They don't die happily either. Well, they die by when you're at the gym and you're using a machine and they're not using the machine. As soon as you get up, they're gonna sit on it and text
and just
and
55-year-olds just like
4 years left and they're gonna be on this. Easy curl.
I think that's true, but I think things have changed now where it's become more of a like. It's not California 2.0. But it's trying real hard to get there.
So like,
there's people that move here that are just like, I'm getting in like some kind of industry or whatever. And I'm just like, or like they come here for Disney and Universal shit. And I'm just like, this place sucks now. Like, and to be fair, I've only lived here for like 7 years.
I've lived here for 5 years.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it.
I hate that when I walk outside, I don't smell fresh air. I smell swamp gas. That is
I hate
most
that
disgusting.
There's no hills, there's no mountains, there's no like the nature that is here is swamps.
It is flat, it's swamp, and I did not know water could fart.
I almost said something.
Like.
I will tell you this after the fact. I'm gonna make a note of it because it's a funny joke, but it's also fucked up that I definitely can't say on it.
We literally just made a abortion via hanger joke, which I hope to God you edit out.
Okay. If there's anything you do want me to edit out, I can edit it out. It's not a big deal.
Gay boycotted because of bigot
oh man
YouTuber.
I want to tell you this. I also don't want to give myself more work to edit stuff out. So I'll tell you afterwards.
Sounds good.
But damn. I've never even thought of a joke like that before. This is the first time I've ever thought about that.
It's like, you know, when Goku fights somebody he's not stronger than, and then he ends up at their level.
Just
that's how it
by
is.
osmosis.
It's like I preach the bad shit, and you're like, man, that's fucked up. And then after that, you're just like, Holocaust wasn't so bad. Yeah. And then you're just like, what the fuck? And then, how did that happen? And you look at me, and then I'm wearing your face, and you're wearing mine.
It's just like, oh no.
Yeah. I'm evil.
Oh
now.
Man. I've said some fucked up shit like fresh, I guess not fresh. It was definitely during the time where it was like the anniversary of 9/11 and my old podcast. So I made some. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time I almost got arrested on my birthday?
No.
So I was still in high school. Me and all my friends cut. We cut class.
Okay.
We live on Staten Island.
Yeah.
Just take a train, take the bus.
You're gone.
You're in the city in 30 minutes. Right? So we're by the World Trade Center, and my friend gets me a balloon. And I understand that this was not the right word, not the right choicing, but it was when the World Trade Center was being rebuilt.
Okay.
Right.
Were you there when like shit went down?
Oh, I was in. Look, I gotta tell you that.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go back to that. But so my friend gets me a balloon it was a happy birthday balloon that was just tied to a stop sign, and he goes and he cuts it off. He's like, "Here, dude, for your birthday." And I was like, that's real thoughtful, even though I just watched you do that.
Yeah.
No problem. Either way, we're walking through it, and then the balloon detaches and flies up into the air, right? Okay. Right above the World Trade Center. I point at the balloon and go, fuck, it's going to explode. And a cop comes up to me. He goes, you think that's fucking funny? this is a gravesite. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Because
like I hadn't recognized because I'm not well versed in the city at this point. I hadn't recognized where we were, right? So he's like, you think that's fucking funny? This is a gravesite. I'm like, I should lock you up for what you said. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Also, what crime did you commit at that point?
I mean, I don't know, but
that's not a crime.
It's just disrespect. I mean, I have been arrested once, but I don't want to tell that. I have an interview on Monday.
All right. Right? Well, this is not going to go up until like Wednesday. You'll be
busted.
Fine.
Yeah. And then after
also, don't tell me if you don't want to.
No. I'll tell you.
Don't.
So, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Right? All right. It's not that bad. So the balloon flies up in the air.
I think you might have told me.
It explodes.
The arrested story.
Did I?
Yeah.
With the train?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So don't worry about it. So the balloon flies up in the air. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna explode. The cop stops me, right? And I'm like, why is this guy mad? So I go to turn around and see, like, yo, guys, why is he mad? My friends are not there anymore.
Yeah, they're gone.
Nobody's there. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Every man for themselves.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then I look behind the cop, and all my friends are on the other side of the street, just looking at me like a whole bunch of meerkats, just like. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I have a pizza in my hand. I'm like eating a pizza and I'm talking to the cop. Like, I'm very not. So that he's like, I'm gonna let you off with a warning. Get out of here. And I'm like I didn't want to argue with him because I hadn't recognized that I did anything wrong. But like, I was like, yo, what the fuck? So yeah, there was that time. And then the other time, which I'll tell for the viewers, is I was 14 years old. So I got apprehended. I was never charged with anything.
Yeah.
Right. But we're poor. We're poor in New York City. My mom could not afford to give me money to take the train, right? So my pudgy little ass is like, I'll just hop the turnstile and I'll go to class.
No problem.
Like if a cop's mad at me, I think he'll understand that I'm just trying to get to class.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
So I go and I attempt to hop the turnstile, which doesn't work out because I am pudgy. So then I crawl under it, right? Crawl under it, I stand up. The cop says, "Hey, you!" Which scares me because in every single video game I've played, that means we're in combat.
Game over is about to come up.
We are in combat now. So I run up the stairs. Like, I run away from the cop, right? Because I'm scared for my mind. And the cop, not being pudgy, way faster than
immediately
tackles me.
It's like
he tackles me. I land on my side. My entire side is bruised, right? And then this one freedom fighter, fucking, what do they call him? SJW? Yeah, this SJW dude's recording it. He's like, look, another instance of police brutality. I'm like, why are you recording me, nigga? Like, help me. Fight him. Do something. Like, this does not help me. Right? So I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm crying because I'm so scared. And I'm handcuffed behind my back. The cop throws me in the back and starts saying mad racist shit. Yeah. Like, he's like, fucking can't believe this little blood hot bastard. And he's like, this little fucking immigrant. I'm just like,
bro, I'm still here. I can hear
between me and you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so then I get there and then the cops handcuff me to a radiator that is on. So like metal handcuff, my wrist just like getting hotter. And I'm like crying. I'm like, can you please take this off? They're like, why? So you can run? I'm like, the radiator's on. They're like, oh. Yeah. So they handcuff me to the desk. They call my dad. My dad comes. My dad giving me the "you're gonna get your ass whooped" look. I'm like, all right,
that's fair.
My time has come.
Yeah,
right? Like the Master Oogway. Like my time has come. So he signs the papers. Like I have to do an essay because I'm not old enough to arrest. So I have to do an essay about why jumping the turnstile is bad and how it steals from
the government, I guess, or the city or whatever.
Cool. I'm pretty sure that the train's not like, yo, where's
it's
my money?
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
Fucking, especially a little kid at that point. It's
I'm
like,
fucking 14 struggling, bro.
Fucking,
and you see I'm fat, and the bus stop before that is like 3 miles away from the train station before that is like 3 miles away from my school. Like, my fat ass is not gonna make it there in 15 minutes, bro. Like, that is 3 miles. Like you are like. So
and just because I've never lived up north, how much does that cost?
$225.
Dude,
it's just not a lot.
That's a waste of like.
No, that's $225. Like when I was 14, so that is what 11 years ago.
Well, what I'm saying is like for $2.25, they spent the cop got paid. They spent the money, the gas to drive you to the station. Whoever has to do the paperwork has more paperwork to do. it cost them more money to deal with that than to just be like, hey, kid.
I had to show up to actual court.
Yeah. Like
I showed my 14-year-old ass showed up to an actual court with an essay that I had to read in front of the jury. I'm sure everybody that was on that jury was like, why the fuck?
Yeah. It's like,
did you take me out of work to hear this essay? This big ass run-on sentence because I'm 14, right? It's just like a big
no commas, no periods, no punctuation.
You should not run away from cops or steal from the MTA because it is bad. Because and it's just like I just don't like that was a tremendous waste of time. And like I have Latino parents, so they're wishing me damnation. Jesus, because like as soon as I've been apprehended, I am now a murderer.
Yeah.
So my mom's like, I hope you get 20 years. I'm like, bitch, for jumping a turnstile? Like, what the fuck?
It's like, you just fed me this morning. Like, wait.
I'll see you when I'm 34
then. What happened?
Like, keep that same energy.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh,
so
shit.
Anyway, yeah, so that's the story of when I got arrested. And there's plenty more stories that I have of just like stupid shit. Like when I got jumped in front of the hot dog stand. Just like, so maybe we'll be back next time where we could share dumb stories of things we did as kids. Because I still think about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd be taking a shower and I'd just be staring at the water like, fuck.
The thing is that, and it's almost like a regret, I don't have many like wild shit that I did as a kid. I found myself in some very weird situations. Like there was one, I was at a camp. Which this usually ends in a very weird situation. That's not where the story's going.
So it's not gay.
It's not gay.
Okay.
Nobody touched me.
Okay.
But we were all like going down this waterfall, and it's weird to think about it now, but like I was like seconds from just being dead, hands down. Like, cause like, which also in hindsight, why would you bring a bunch of kids to a place where they can just zoop? And you're like falling to your death. Like, but anyway, like, so the way the waterfall was, it was like you had one side that was just like, no problem. You go straight down, you land to this little thing. Everybody's down there. Everybody's like, hey, cool. And in that same line, there's another flow of water that takes you to the right. You go off there, you're dead.
It's rocks.
Rocks.
You do not land in water.
Yeah. No, you're done. Like, there's no way you're surviving that shit.
Yeah.
And I remember starting at top, dropped down, I bumped, and when I bumped, I landed on the right side and started going down there. Lucky enough, there was some dude that was just there and like grabbed my wrist and stopped me from going. And like at the time, I was just like, yeah. And then
and in his mind, he's like Peter Parker holding back.
Yeah. He's just like, and like I get up, I'm like, all right, cool, and I go down the other thing, and like I get back up and do it again, and just go down it like a couple times, but. Later, like as I got older, I was like, "Oh yeah, I almost died."
Yeah,
like I was like,
"Would have died."
Yeah,
I did have a near-death experience where I actually fully drowned and lost consciousness.
All right,
because I was 7 years old.
I have a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, what? Because I'm Spanish, I should just swim?
No.
Okay.
I want to know what that feels like.
It feels like you were conscious, you're unconscious, like
because like people. This is gonna get real morbid. People say that is the best way to like kill yourself is to drown, because apparently there's like a euphoria like moment when you have no more oxygen.
I can tell you that drowning, if you fight it, is scary, but I did not know to fight it, so I just went.
You're just like
I mean, let me tell you. I hit the water and I drowned almost instant. Like it was like so.
You just go into the water.
Let me tell you. So I'm visiting family in Florida. So at this point, I'm in
you fucked
from
up
New York
already. You're here.
So my cousin's grandfather is like, you don't know how to swim. He grabs me, throws me in the deep end.
I hate. Bro, I'm sorry.
Let me tell you, this was like the first time I was ever in the deep side of a pool. And the only time I was ever inside of a pool was like 5 minutes prior to that when I was in the shallow end. So he yeets me in the deep end and I hit the water. And I will admit, I tried to pedal for 3 seconds. I was like, oh, not getting above the water. I was like, it was like the beginning of Kingdom Hearts where Sora's just like going down.
Yeah.
I was just like,
all right.
So I go and like, I did not hold my breath or anything. I was just like, water, Peace. Right? So next thing I know,
fuck,
I'm on the concrete and I just vomit up a whole bunch of water.
Oh,
right?
fuck.
The grandpa gave me CPR. I vomited water, right? So I get up. He's like, don't move. And then he's like, he's just telling me that.
Same dude that threw you in?
Same dude that threw me in.
All right.
So he was just telling me, like, you know, you have to take some time to breathe, blah, blah, blah. After that, I knew how to swim.
What?
After that, I knew how to swim. I did not know how to swim before. I drowned. I got back, jumped in the deep end. I could swim.
Huh.
Fucking craziest shit on the planet.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
I wonder... you know what I think it is? I wonder if it's one of those things that's like
one of those like instincts that like, you know how babies are born holding their breath?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like that. It's like my body was like, oh fuck, we forgot this.
Yeah, yeah.
and then I died. I restart, and it was like the metro.
It was like my bad.
Yeah. It's like you can now swim. Like it was wild. Fuck. But like I basically died. Right, and then there was. I got so many dumb. I was such a dumb kid, bro. Like there was one time I was, you know, like in between trains where they have like the do not stay in between the train thing. I fell and my leg got caught in between both of the trains.
Fuck, dude.
And like it didn't close, and my grandfather just like picked me up. And I was easily like probably 110 pounds.
Jesus.
And the way my grandfather threw me up, he was just like, boom, like. It was insane. And my grandpa's a frail guy, but he understood. It was just like, you know, when One Punch Man is punching just says death. He knew that was coming. But yeah. So anyway, I fully drowned, came back to life, knew how to swim, and then my parents never let me go there again.
What?
Well, they never let me go to my cousin's grave. He yeeted me in the deep end of a pool. Like, if you don't understand that, Joe, I don't think you're ready to be a parent.
Oh, I'm not, but not for that reason. I fucking hate kids. I love kids. I hate them. I hate most kids. I should say that. There's some kids that are pretty cool, but like,
I mean, there are some kids that you just want to like punch them at a YCS event.
Just like in normal day to day, I'll be in a store and like, there was this. I was in a store. I won't say what store because it was pretty shit. But I was in this store, and to the lady, the clerk's credit, nicest old lady I've ever met in my entire life. She was smiling the entire time. She was the only one who was ringing people up, and there was a line of like 10 of us. Mm-hmm. She's just powering through, and I was like, "Good on you."
Oh,
like,
the other person is talking to somebody about DBS.
It's the fucking kid. It's it's this kid that she had to be like 12, 13 maybe, and she has her younger sister, and she's just holding them there, and the whole time she's like on her phone. She gets up to the counter, which she's right in front of me, and the old lady's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like just being friendly, polite. Still just like, I was like, "You're 12. You're 12. Like you don't get to be a shitty person yet." Like
12-year-olds, like
fuck, man.
12-year-olds, that's when you decide whether or not you're gonna be shitty or not. Because like there's 12-year-olds that are like, "I like Yu-Gi-Oh!" and then there's 12-year-olds like, "Yo, this pussy the best pussy you'll ever have." And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Like you're out of your mind."
There was I forget what it was, a podcast I was listening to. This mom was playing like strip poker with her friends who were like 20 something. She's like 37, 39, has a daughter that is like
8,
12, 11.
Bugging.
So they're all playing strip poker.
And the daughter's like, "Can I play?"
The mom is like, "Hey, can you bring us some drinks? Hey, you want to play?" Like when she brings the drinks, she said, "Hey, you want to play?" The dudes are just like, "Yeah!" The dude's like, "I'm fucking out."
Oh,
like,
thank God.
Yeah, they were like, "Fuck this."
Person.
Like, I was like, "Holy shit."
You want to play? Sure. Anybody who stays out from under the table.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a seat? I'm already sitting down.
Like, fuck, I knew it. The lady like completely naked is just like Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen comes out. You just say, "What the fuck?"
Why don't you have a seat? It's like, "Chris, we're already here, man. Just get to it."
Like, Chris, technically
you
did it too, man.
Ballin' brothers.
Fuck, man. I remember seeing a story like that. Like, they caught Chris doing like the same shit, and I was like, "Damn." But then it turned out to be fake.
Oh, okay.
But like, God. Yeah,
I thought he was like, "I must eat of the fruit." I was like, "Chris, no!
Chris, come on, man.
You were the chosen one." No, but like, I think pedophiles are like the most disgusting, but like the funniest. Like they are probably the most disgusting people because of what they're interested in, but they are the funniest because they're so primitive.
Damn. I really want to talk about, I had this long conversation with a friend of mine about pedophilia, and like, yes, it is fucked, but no one looks at them as victims. They look at them as monsters, and no one's trying to help these people like figure this shit out. You get what I'm saying though? Like,
I understand. Like, it is in essence a disease.
Yeah,
you know, and but we don't treat it like a disease. It's a mental illness, and we don't treat it like we treat it like they're predators, which they are.
All right, I'm gonna say some shit that's definitely gonna get me into trouble. I think people can see where, like, how I'm thinking though. I think people will get it.
Yeah.
So it's let's assume that. So we'll say this: most of the people that are pedophiles, right? This is the weirdest fucking train of thought. What he's just like, oh no. I'm just gonna bring it up.
Do it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No balls. You're not gonna lose your job. I would lose my job.
Okay. All right. So most of the people that are pedophiles, right? From what I've seen, it's usually people that have been abused when they were kids. Yeah. Right?
Yes.
So you would think that the thought process for those people before they've committed is like this. The thought process would be is like, oh no, this person was hurt. Maybe we can figure out a way to like help them not go down this like road. But that's not what happens.
Absolutely not. Because Joe, like,
there's more to that I wanted to say, but I definitely didn't say it.
Once the damage is done, like, it's almost irreplaceable. Because like, you can never forget when Uncle Jimmy did that.
Right. I'm sure that there's no way to like forget it, but like.
But like, so like, what do you want them to do? Like, channel it into a pretty picture?
Okay, so I am definitely editing this part out. I'm just letting you know right
this
now.
entire fucking shit, even though I like butts thing.
Yeah, all gone. Okay, you're gonna have to make a list of shit that you want me to edit out, because this is a rough one.
Nah, fuck everything else. I like butts thing has to
go.
Yeah.
So, all right, this is real bad, but don't say that I'm a bad person until you heard the whole thought. You got to hear everything. If you listen to any part of this out of context, it sounds terrible. But so if you want to make a comparison, let's assume that the people who have pedophilic thoughts, I don't know if that's a word, but let's say that they don't have control over that. There's something fucked up with their brain. That's just, unfortunately, the way that they think. That is what they're attracted to, right? The problem here, if they were attracted to a tree, no one would give a fuck. If they were attracted to a bush, no one would give a fuck. Yeah. The fact that it is kids and that kids are getting harmed is the problem. Not the fact that they're attracted to something. It's the problem that they're attracted specifically to kids.
It's because what they're attracted to leads to damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this is where shit gets rough. Most people are heterosexual, right? But there are some people who have different chemical makeup. For whatever reason, they're attracted to the same sex. They sometimes don't have a sex drive. For asexual people. Well,
demisexual. Demisexuals are only...
I thought it was Demi was...
I'm not even going to say... Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying.
Somebody's going to be like, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong.
You know what I'm saying. Like, people that just don't have like a sex drive or whatever.
Yeah.
So those people also are born that way. But the way we look at them is not like, oh, it's criminal. Granted, back in the day, we definitely looked at them that way.
We used to fucking just kill niggas.
And I'm not saying that pedophiles shouldn't be... people, especially people that have already like done harm, fucking lock them up. Throw away the key. Kill them. Maybe.
I feel like there should be a special pedophile prison because those niggas just die when they
go. That's true. That's true.
Let me tell you something. You know when shit is fucked up? When other criminals do what you do as fucked up.
But the thing,
like, there'd be a guy that just like fucking murdered 400 people, and he's like, I touched a little girl, and he's like, I'm gonna have to kill you too, nigga.
It's like, I'm extending my stay here because. But my point is, like, if the fact is, and this is a big if they are born with that like brain whatever, like if they're
deficiency,
imagine you and I being attracted to women, imagine that being illegal. That's rough, man.
Yeah, big time.
Like that's fucking that's rough, dude. Like it's not just sympathetic to pedophilia. It's just more of like
it's something that you believe is not incorrect that is being I'm
getting destroyed by this microphone.
That is being viewed as incorrect, which it is incorrect, and
it is bad. It's bad. Fucked, like, bro. It is. Like, don't do that.
You shouldn't, bro. Like, let me tell you, bro. Big titties are fucking awesome. Like big titties.
I agree.
I do not. Like my wife. She's not completely stacked, but like she's doing well.
You're gonna get a text message.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a text message. Big titties are awesome, huh?
No, you're like, all right, well. Here it is.
Just like death. But yeah, so like,
I don't know, man.
I
that is something that I've thought about, and I'm just like, how do you help somebody like that?
It's the same. Like, you ever watch read or watch Of Mice and Men?
Of Mice and Men? No, I've heard of the name. I've heard that title before, but I don't know what that is.
It's a book, and it's about these two dudes. One's Georgie, and the other guy's, I forgot his name. But one of them is mentally handicapped.
Okay.
Right? He keeps hurting people, but he doesn't mean to, right? So like, the dude realizes that, homeboy keeps hurting people, he doesn't mean to, and I can't get him to stop, right? So like, what do I do?
He kills him.
And I believe, honestly, like it's like the Spartans were, right?
I guess that is the biggest difference. Is like they are hurting people.
Yeah, but they're hurting people. I mean, and it's like it only breeds more of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, people who get molested tend to do things like that, right? So then what do? They're like, you know what? But
that's fucked though. You had somebody harm you, so you get like the axe. That's fucking terrible.
No, bro. So you don't get the axe. Like you could be molested and be like, you know what? I'm gonna fight everybody who does this, and I'm gonna be the best.
Yeah,
cool.
And there are people that do that.
You could be like, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
And as soon as you say I want to do that too, that's when we should kill you.
But
I mean, that's just
it's just so fucked, man. I don't know.
I'm not a very sympathetic person though. Like I am not one that you should look for mercy to. Like me, my dog passed away. I was like, damn, my dog passed away. It do be like that though.
Yeah.
Like it's just the lay of the land. Like shit happens, and if I am able to push through it, I will push through it. And I feel like if I'm able to do that, and I'm not the strongest person, if I'm able to do that, then you should be able to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a weird way to look at things, because not everybody's wired the same way.
Yeah, but if somebody told me that 3 a.m. Chef Boyardee was wrong, I think I could stop.
Hey, 3 a.m. Chef Boyardee is wrong. Hard cut to like you with the Chef Boyardee kid.
Just crying. Just spaghetti on You just hear police sirens.
Yeah, like,
police,
come on, man.
Open up. We know what you did. And I just got spaghetti everywhere.
We should make some sketch shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. I think I'd be good at that. I used to do a lot of sketches back in my Christian Culture Club days, but I was never, even when I was a Christian, I just had the darkest. I had the darkest sense of humor. I had the darkest sense of humor, man. It's to be like, yo, I remember one time my pastor was my pastor. She was praying, and she was just like, she would pray and she'd be like talking to God, and then she'll just go on these like tangents of just like worshiping God. She'd be like, yes, Jesus, yes. I'm like, yo, Jesus, what you doing? Yeah. She's like, bud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus. Oh, yes. I'm like, what the fuck, guys?
That'd be great to have like some ghosts. Like have a skit where there's like ghosts. No, like there's ghost detectors or ghost whatever fucking people, and then they go to a church and like they're in the middle of that and they just like put on the camera and you just see some just fucking go into town. You're just like,
oh
no, and then you see them take it away and then put it back and it's like,
never mind. I think that's why I'm going to hell.
Yeah, that one right there.
There it is. Like, I felt it. Like, you ever feel like Minecraft cave noise, but like in your heart? Like, that's what that felt like. Like I just lost my humanity.
It's weird. I grew up like very religious. I don't have those thoughts anymore. Like it's like I don't have a I guess a mental attachment to religion anymore, because it's like I appreciate the morals that it instills in you, but I love
good people.
Yeah.
And I do believe that church does breed good people, but it also breeds incredibly fucked people.
Yeah.
Which I feel like if you can't do, it's either like I would never say I swear.
Yeah.
Or fuck the gays.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, like, bro.
Yeah. It's like, can you not
love thy neighbor except
for the
do you mean except eating?
Yeah.
It's just like oh my god. But
go.
No, you got it.
I was just like, I've seen, because my should I mention this? I guess I can. My dad is still very my dad and my mom are both very religious, and my dad has what is the word I'm looking for? He has a very high, some would say the highest level position in a church congregation. So
he take that shit seriously.
He does, and I don't fault anybody, and if anything, I kind of admire that people have something that they can they believe in that fervently, because I definitely don't. But like to believe in something that way, it to me is like an admirable thing. I think that's cool. But growing up in that, I have seen who are supposed to be some of the best people do some underhanded shit that is just like, wow.
I mean,
like, it's just like, not my dad, as far as I know, great guy, he's been the victim of a lot of that stuff, but he's never stooped to that level, which
beautiful,
great on him. And like, it's a great example of like what Christianity should be.
Yeah.
But my God, have I seen people like steal, like fuck with kids, ruin marriages. Like, it's just like, you guys are supposed to be like.
I probably shouldn't say this, but like my old youth pastor, and I hope you watching, you bitch ass nigga. My old pastor, my old youth pastor, he didn't get in trouble, but the girl told me he used to have sex with one of the 10-year-old girls.
It's so fucked, man.
It's like, so fucked. And let me tell you, look, I used to look up to this guy because I thought he was just like the most admirable guy. And then
it's always a charismatic, like,
yo, it's the worst. It's like when you find out that character you've been playing with throughout the entire game ends up being evil and you gotta kill them.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, but it's the worst. And you a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
But like, I just think that's just so fucked up. And if you ever become famous and he sees this, fight me. You mad nasty, bro.
I think that it's always the charismatic people that I was like, I'm like, all right, you're cool, but me hang around you a little bit longer.
I'm charismatic, but I'm very upfront with like, I'm just like, yo, listen, like,
I should say charismatic Christian or charismatic, like, people that think that they have some value that is above other people, that you're just like, all right, let's figure you out.
There's something about like I am a Christian. I believe in God. I don't believe that I should throw my God in your face and make you, force you to believe it. I believe that I should love you for who you are, and that's it. Like, and you know, that's pretty much as far as I take it. I'm not gonna preach the gospel to you, right? I'm not gonna be like Leviticus 3:5. Like, I'm not gonna go through all that. I'm like, if you're doing something that's wrong, that's on you, bro. Like I'm not gonna be out here like, well, I have to fix you. No, like, no, I don't think you're broken, bro.
Yeah, like, I don't know. There's some weird people out there that like, they get that and then they just kind of like, oh, this is the best shit in the world. You must have the best shit in the world. I'm like, no, I don't want it. Like I'm good.
Like, let us go and read a book for 5 hours. A book that we've read 40 times.
That's always the other thing, like youth pastors, and like, I get the problem of like trying to appeal to a younger audience, but like, now you have this, usually a guy who's in charge of like
mad kids,
and you're just like, and that's so unfortunate that I even think that way, but it's so like inbred, and like,
so like the issue
it's sad.
I did not believe that way up until that nigga did what he did.
Yeah, but
and now everybody who's like that, I'm just like, yo, you a bitch.
It's the same reason why I don't like being around kids. I don't want any kids near me. I don't like that. It's so sad, because I would imagine like the thing that happened to our boss. You remember? You know what I'm talking. I don't want to say specifically.
No, I don't remember.
Side of the road, little kid, car, late at night.
No,
he never
didn't hear it. Don't tell me.
I'll tell you off air for sure. It is frightening to hear that story because
it's the same thing that I feel about, like, I have an interview for a job on Monday.
Actually, hold on. I need to tell you the story now because I realized that what I said was my boss, late at night, little kid, car. And I have to tell the story now. Yeah. So
little kid, car, touch.
Yeah, okay. So like, basically, he was driving home, doing his normal thing, just about to go home. And he sees what he thought was like a little garden gnome on the side of the street. And he's just like, well, that's weird. Why is there a garden gnome there?
That's scary. As he just kept driving.
Yeah, I mean, he had to drive past it to get out of there. So he drives past it. And as he gets closer, he realizes that it lifted his arms up like that. And you're just like, oh, shit.
I would have drove faster.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's a fucking baby. Like just out at 11:30 at night. Baby? Like a baby just walking around outside. And he's just like,
goo goo.
Yeah, literally. Fucking. So he was just like, he's stuck with this terrible choice of all right,
do I leave the baby and let it die?
Right. Do I leave the baby pick it up? Or do I try to help this so he does the right move, but without one precaution. He rolls down the window. He's like, hey, where are your parents? Trying to talk to this kid. The precaution that he did not do was lock his door. The baby opens the door, hops into the car, sits down, closes the door, and just sits in the passenger seat. So now you have this grown-ass man who's a kid. He has no idea who the kid is.
Yo, I swear to God, I would have had my foot. No. Answer my question.
So now
you see Chris Hansen in the bush.
Immediately he calls the police and is just like, hey. He was a lot more calm than I would have been in that situation where he was like, hey, there's a kid here.
I swear
please come get this kid. And then the police get there. And the thing that sucks is immediately their thought process is like,
he's a rapist.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, we got this dude and this kid's in your car. And he's just like, hey, I called you guys, remember? It was me on the phone. It's not
that's so fucked,
it's
bro.
So terrible.
So
but the thing that's even worse about that is there's so few situations where as a guy, you can't just be around kids.
You cannot be around kids. That's so fucked up, bro.
It's fucked, man.
That's so fucked up. If you are a guy around kids, you have to be a disciplinary. Because if you aren't, you're a fucking pedophile.
Yeah,
it's just it's so awful. I'm going for this job, and I'm like, maybe I'll bring him that Yu-Gi-Oh card where it's the friendship thing.
Yeah.
And he'll be like the kid that cool. I'm gonna be watching.
And everybody else is looking at you
Everybody's
just like,
is that the touch dick Yu-Gi-Oh card? And you're just like, yo, what the fuck, bro? You brought me here. Why are you doing this to me? It's just yo, and I'm also afraid of that kid being everybody thinks he's special ed, and then when we get in closed doors, he's like, if you don't buy me this, I'm gonna tell them you touched me.
Just extortion. Oh, no! You're just what the fuck?
It's just no.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
he's fuck me? You're like, no, not like that. Yeah.
Both over here with the microphone. I'm like, you are a sophisticated special ed kid, bro.
God damn it. That's another sketch right there. Yeah. Just a poor fucking kid fucking blackmailing.
Fucking kid, huh?
Fucking kid. No.
Where'd you get a second sweater from?
Mr. Struggles. No. Oh fuck.
Yo, I'm actually very afraid. I'm gonna have to wear a mic on me.
You might.
I'm gonna have to, because you know what? I'm not that nigga. I'm not getting outplayed. Yeah. I'm not. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen.
One of the first things I installed on my phone was an app that records. I can just hit a button and it starts recording, and it also has a button where I can hit it and it will record any of my phone calls. And that's part of the reason why I was just like, I don't want to get caught fucking. Granted, I've never done anything that would be. But at the same time,
it's so easy to just make you look like a criminal.
It's just so fuck.
I'm gonna go to this interview, and they're gonna be like, "Why do you want to work with kids?"
Yeah,
a gun. Be like, well, I mean, I went to EMT school, and I just feel like I can be an asset you know, on the school premises, you know, I could help out the kid. Yeah, but why kids though? It's like that. That's the fucking position, bro. Yeah. Like, why didn't you put something else up there?
You wrote the job description and you put kids in there.
So I know that some parents go home with the kid and watch them. If they tell me that shit, I'm gonna be like, nah, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's some paras that are like extended hour paras.
So
they'll go and they'll supervise the kid.
I'm good.
Move them.
I want the kid to be safe, but I'm good.
Absolutely not. Especially if he's like a very, very disabled kid and I'm driving, he's just like, I'm gonna pull the wheel.
Yeah. or
careening into traffic.
Or like their parents realize the situation they're in and are like, we can make a lot of money. Like
we could sue this little fat boy. Yeah. Like, ha, joke's on you. I'm already in debt.
He's like, I got it right here.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like, but I don't know, man.
Or I would hate it if the kid that I'm watching is like horrendously racist. And he's just like, fuck you, Mexico. And like my initial reaction is not going to be chill. I'm be like, that's why you're retarded. Like, which is fucked.
My initial reaction to racism is usually really hilarious. Like it's usually funny. Like I think even if they don't intend on being funny, it's funny to me. But
I think it is until it gets violent.
Yeah, obviously. Like if you start like swinging, I got the noose, and or like I got a whip, like for you black guy or whatever.
However,
like,
it is funny when white people are racist to black people that are marginally bigger than them.
Oh yeah,
and then they get that action.
Yeah,
that shit is the best. Yeah. Like that one kid that's like, I'm not even gonna call you the N-word, like, you're black guy. And the black guy just like no effort picks him up and throws him over the McDonald's counter, and it's just like, yo, like. Give that little kid a medal because like that's not a trade I would have took.
There was a video, man. See, this is so you see how I have these other two cameras here?
Yeah.
My brother didn't have to work. I was gonna have him do like the camera swap and he'd be able to control the video and I could pull up videos on here. But there's a video of this white kid who everyone in the class is like sitting down, calm. He's arguing with this black kid. You might have seen this, and
I'm gonna say it.
No, not even. No, he just says it.
Yeah.
He just says the N-word in like an argument with the guy, and the guy gets up and starts going to him, and the kid just gets up, chair falls down, he runs out of the classroom. Now you have these two people running back and forth down the hallway. He comes running back down the hallway, and all you hear, let's see if I can do this. All you hear is just like, help. Just like him running past the help. Like you just see him running like
every time
just running past the door, and like the dude that's recording is like, I help you now, man. And it's so funny.
That's exactly a Dark Souls moment. As soon as you said the N-word,
the bar comes up.
Lord of Cinder.
Yeah. Oh man, I love videos like that. There's the one where the kid gets literally powerball, like this little small bully. It's like bullying this kid that's obviously
the fat kid.
Yeah, and the kid's just like, come on, man, leave me alone, dude. Come on, stop.
With the primary lotus. Like, yo, that shit is awesome, bro. That shit is awesome.
The primary lotus.
He's like,
boom, bam.
The kid gets
up. The kid can't walk.
He immediately is no longer in regular ed. Like he's immediately like an ED kid. Like that nigga gets up and he's just like he looked like his shield got broke. That shit is insane. I fucking love that video because you know what? Like all the time when I was younger, I used to get bullied. I was like a little petty kid. But the issue is that the people I would get bullied by were like fucking LeBron James, like 6'1" black guys. And like I just couldn't fight them. And then like every time, like I would try and I'll get my ass kicked, but every time like I wish that I was strong enough to just like fucking. That was insane. I love that kid. That kid's my hero. Cause you can see him. He's like, come on, man, leave
me alone. Like, stop. I'm trying to do some shit.
You shouldn't do this.
All right, fuck it. Like, I love those all right fucking moments in any video.
It's like a Fallout NPC. It's just like you hit them. You're like, oh whoa. Yeah, you put the gun. All right, you know what? Fine. You hit them again. Entire city's after you. Yeah,
guns out of nowhere.
Yeah, I had that one time.
They had no guns on
the one. I shot an NPC. He pulled a rocket launcher out of his ass. I was like, oh fuck! I didn't know you had the fat boy on this shit.
He's just like.
Put away. He's like, that's what I thought. Nah, but I hope you edit that video and without getting like copyright strike. But like, so it's just like this little white kid. He must have went to a karate class. He thought he was hot shit. He like throws a jab at him. He's like going like,
yeah.
And the kid's just like, primary loaded. No, you know what it is?
6 game.
Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 Zangief. He's like, boom. Shit is awesome.
The thing that like made it like somewhat bad was that was cement, boy. There was no grass. Concrete. That was concrete.
All his niggas that were cheering for him were cheering for the other dude now.
They're like, ooh.
And he was literally in dizzy state. Like, he was not.
I'm surprised there was no blood whatsoever. Because
there was blood.
Oh, was it?
There was blood inside.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he definitely had an aneurysm. Like, that
his
was.
head, it was like, they call it the scorpion when you like fucking on skateboard. It was that.
If it was concrete. Mortal Kombat, it would have been an X Factor.
Oh,
it would have been like a.
Yeah.
Like, that
God,
was
so good.
absurd. And then you know what the worst part is that his own nigga went and gave the other dude a handshake.
Yeah.
Like, that's right. That's right. I was rooting for you since day one. Since day one.
Please don't slam me.
Just like, like, literally, he's like on the verge of death.
Yeah.
Like, if he falls asleep, that is it. It's just like, he's like on the precipice, like right above the pit. He's just looking down. He's like,
oh, that's me right now. Oh, did you see the one with the teacher where the kid just gets in the teacher's face? Is this black teacher who was just like taking this kid's shit. The kid's just like standing there saying all kind of wild shit, and the teacher's just like, "Yep, whatever, fine, whatever." And then like you can see him getting pissed because he stopped saying shit. He just started looking at the kid. And then he kicks that kid's ass, just wails on him to the point where the other students get up and like pull him off of him. And he was in so much of like
a rage.
Granted, it could be 100% fake. And he realized how fucked up what he just did was. He was trying to just be like, I don't know. But like he got up and was just like, where am I? What did I do? Like,
no, he didn't. No, he didn't try that shit.
He's like, what?
Like the nigga from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, who
kicked his ass? What the fuck?
I watched that video so many times. And then the kids are just like, nope.
Jeremy, are you okay?
To be fair, the kid was like going off. Like he said some wild shit that like if it was like another kid or two adults talking to each other, 100% deserves the ass whooping. And to an extent, he definitely deserved the ass whooping. But like the fact that it passed that point, because he hit him a couple times. After like the 16th one, like he's like, all right, man, that's a 12-year-old kid.
Like I would have copped him once in the stomach. I would have winded him, and that would have been it. Boom. All right, there you go. You're gonna learn how it is to not breathe. But like
he kept going. Boy.
I hate that
That's so funny.
I hate that little kids. Like, and I'm a grown ass man, and I shouldn't be saying this, and I also shouldn't be saying this because of my interview on Monday. But like, I don't believe kids should be able to say, like, just like how people are like, you shouldn't hit a woman. I believe you shouldn't hit a woman, but they should also respect you, right?
Yeah.
Little kids got mouths, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like a good life lesson is to get winded. Like, I feel like we shouldn't be able to whoop a kid's ass, but we should be able to just like wind them real quick.
I'm gonna say some real sexy shit real quick, but I think that's a lesson that guys learn at a young age that girls just. Well, you know what? Now I think about it, they do though.
They don't because are like,
yeah, but
where they grab each other's hair and just start hitting each other in the face.
But that's still, you don't want to. I don't know. I guess the one I've had
every fight that I've lost, I've gotten. It's like relentless. Like whenever I lost a fight, it would be because the guy just completely overpowered me. And then once he did, there was absolutely no mercy.
Yeah.
And what I learned from those fights is how to not get in that situation. Like, like not to not fight, but to not, like, I learned to never fight around chairs.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, never fight around chairs.
And it's over.
As soon as you trip, that big nigga is just going to overpower you. And then I also learned how to do groundwork.
Yeah.
Because I learned that, you know what? Big niggas get on top of you. They wail on you 2 hits and you're dizzy.
Yeah.
Like that's just it. Like, and
the left, right.
If that kid did survive the primary Lotus, he learned
he's like,
not to do that shit.
What was really fucked up about that specific one, I think they went on, I don't know if it was Oprah or some fucking show. It was Dr. Phil. It was Dr. Phil. They went on Dr. Phil and they set that up like the big kid was the bad guy. I was like, fuck that. That little fucking piece of shit kid I wanted somebody to come out of the audience and just clothesline.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say that they went on Dr. Phil and the kid comes in.
Oh no! Just in a scooter pushing it forward.
What you want? That's so fucked. But that's the dark side. Anyway, did you ever see the deaf kid? This is a long ass video.
Yeah, it's fine. How long have we been going?
You ever seen?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna end this soon.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen the video of like the fucking kid? He's bullying the blind kid, and he just starts wailing on the blind kid, and then this Chad nigga comes out and just boom, just like hits the kid that's bullying the blind kid. This nigga got like he must have been at like 60% and got a Ganon forward smash because he went flying. This dude like that punch, like its a side effect was the absence of gravity because it sent this dude like diagonal, like he was moving like he got edited across the screen. Like that shit was insane.
Fucking brawly punch across the screen. Those fights are always good too, where it's like one person who's clearly not. It's
like he wasn't even trying. Like
yeah,
like, that's the worst thing. It's like when Naruto and Sasuke were in the mirror thing, and they couldn't tell where Haku was. Like that's the
just
fucking,
getting destroyed.
Like you just like,
come on, man, can you stop? Like
I didn't hear boss music, man. What's going? Like that's the fucking worst, man.
There's a video of, I don't know what they were protesting, but it was obviously like, actually it might have been, no, I don't think it was a Trump protest. It was just some kind of protest, and whoever the people were that were protesting weren't saying shit. They were just standing there with their signs, being peaceful. And the counter protesters showed up and they were yelling at them, like in their face. And then one dude, there's a skinny dude, and a big buff dude who's kind of off to the side, but is just right there. And then the skinny dude, the counter protester skinny dude's like throws this terrible punch. It was like overhand, like horrific. Oh, and then yeah, and then the ultra instinct. That shit, yeah. I love that one.
Shit is the
so
best.
Good.
He's just like,
he's like, you gonna fight me?
And then everybody in the crowd at the tournament of power is like,
hard
that
cut.
Shit is the best.
Oh my god, we gotta do a video just watching like fucking these fight videos. Yeah. I think we should definitely cut it. Yeah. At this, I think we've been going for like
2.5 hours.
Nah, I think it's like 2 hours and some change, like 2:05 maybe.
Yeah, you couldn't just give me the 2.5.
Nah,
all right.
Nah, that's Michael's. Michael still has the record. I think our video was 2 hours and 40 something minutes. It's fucking wild. Do you want to record the Smash thing after this, or you got stuff to do?
Nah, bro. First off, it's just gonna be a video of you bodying me.
Okay.
Second off, my wife has asked me where I am 8 times.
All right. Let's cut it. Thanks for watching.
We'll get one game.
Once again, though, shout out your channel. Tell them where to find you. YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff.
What's my name again?
You changed it. You changed it.
YouTube, Happy Boy Justice.
I can't believe this.
BOI.
BOI.
HAPPY space BOI space Justice.
You on Twitter? Got a Twitter handle?
I do have a Twitter, but it's my old channel's name.
Oh, that's fine.
I haven't. You can follow me at Love Baba on Twitter.
BABA.
Follow me on Instagram, Love Baba. Haven't changed those yet. Changed my name like 3 days ago. Made a video after.
Yeah.
So that's just how it is. I like Happy Boy Justice more because Love Baba. I like Happy Boy Justice more.
It's a
better name.
It's a better name.
Yeah.
I would like to feel like I had some influence on.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck is a Baba?
I was like, please don't do that. I was like, all right, shit, man.
I didn't even know what a Baba was. And then when I found out it was Dad, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like, love Dad.
Love Dad. Like, unless you're literally posting videos once a year on Father's Day, like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you love your dad?
Love your dad. Just angry for no reason.
I assume your neighbors downstairs after hearing that are like, fuck.
Like, oh, I'm sure.
Dad, are you okay?
Mate, that's a good thing. Yeah. Check in on your dad. Hey, you know what? After you subscribe to the channel, go ahead and check in on your dad.
Subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you're an idiot.
That's a little weird. It's a little weird that you would watch this entire video and not subscribe.
I hope you did watch the entire video because it was funny. I thought it was funny.
I think it was hilarious.
Yeah. And
except for those parts that you didn't see because we cut them out.
Yeah.
Those were really funny.
Yeah.
But can't put them on YouTube.
Yep, no good. Yeah, subscribe to him. Subscribe to me if you want. You don't have to. I don't really care.
You have to.
Okay.
Thanks. We'll see you probably next time. Maybe next Wednesday. Honestly, I feel bad for saying any day because I almost always miss it. We'll see. I'm cutting that whole thing out of there.
Yeah, you didn't see that. Anyway,
that's all good.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.